They can see me.
Oh,
I guess.
no, you'll be fine. So I guess the biggest thing is what your comfort level is, because I can, if you want to talk a bunch, I can toss it to you after every play. We can have in-depth discussions. Wisconsin.
happened. I think they both happened last week in the league. Hallie, she hasn't been here all since like Friday, and then I think Lydia thought she was gonna play, and then she got told no. Like I give her with that. They're rocking with 6. I don't think it'll make a difference, but.
Okay, I don't know, maybe, because she's been trying to talk to you.
How do you change channel?
Maybe go back.
Did you guys hear me? Check. What?
No, we didn't hear anything.
to attend tonight's games. We do ask that while in the building, the following safety protocols are followed. Masks must be worn correctly at all times. We ask that you social distance as much as possible while in the building. Once your child is finished playing, we ask that you leave the facility to allow room for others to social distance. Finally, to make cleanup and sanitizing easier for our staff, please do not bring food items into the gym and throw away your trash when you leave. Your cooperation allows our student athletes to continue wearing their uniforms and competing. Thank you. And now for tonight's starting lineups. For the visiting team, Wheatland-Grinnell Thunderhawks, we have a 5'9" junior, number 2, Isabella Osmeyer. A 5'6" junior, number 13, Anna Godek. A 5'7" sophomore, number 24, Carrie Hubbard. A 5'6" freshman, number 25, Caroline Schrader. A 5'9" freshman, number 34, Madison Czar. The Thunderhawks are coached by Cheryl Martin and Jesse Vincent. And now, for the whole
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Tiger Media Network's presentation of Quinter High School basketball. I'm Russell Heitman, joined in the broadcast booth by Atlee Wolf, junior high school 7th grader here in Quinter. Atlee, glad you could be up here with us tonight. How are you doing?
I'm feeling great. Pretty excited. Gotta see how the first time goes.
Oh, it's going to be fantastic. We're glad you could join us here in the doghouse. We're filling in for the faithful and talented Omar Alvarez and Jackson Webb. They are unable to be here this evening, but we will do our best to bring you this exciting game between the Wheatland-Grinnell Thunderhawks and the Quinter High School Bulldogs. Wheatland-Grinnell enters tonight's contest at 8-7 overall, while Quinter is 11-4 on the season. Some unfortunate injury news for Wheatland-Grinnell. They will be without leading scorer, or one of their leading scorers, Livia Schultz, who is out with concussion protocol, as well as Hallie Haberger, who is also out with concussion protocol. We'll have more pregame information, stats, and what to expect. But first, we will be pausing for the national anthem, which is being sung by Brandy Blackwood and Mackenzie Reinert of Quinter High School. And thank you once again to Brandy Blackwood and Mackenzie Reinert for the national anthem. Once again, I'm Russell Heitman, joined in the broadcast booth by Atlee Wolf. And should be a good match tonight between an understaffed Wheatland-Grinnell Thunderhawks and the Quinter High School Bulldogs. Like we talked about, Atlee, one of the leading scorers, Livia Schultz, is out. What were her numbers that they're going to try to be replacing this evening?
Number 24 and 25.
Yes, Carrie Heyer and Carolyn Schrader, they're definitely going to be trying to step in and fill those voids. Like we mentioned, Schultz was averaging 11 points per game, as well as close to 9 to 10 rebounds per game. On the other side for Quinter, 2 double-double machines in the paint. You've got Kayla Getz as well as Anna Briggs, but where Briggs is especially dangerous is her defense. She's averaging 4.6 blocks per game as well as 2 steals per contest. So we'll see how that defense impacts this understaffed Wheatland-Grinnell team. And we start things off with a turnover, and that's not exactly what you want to see if you're Coach Cheryl Martin, who's already, like we said, understaffed a little bit. We've talked about Olivia Schultz being out, but also Hallie Hayberger. She's also out with concussion protocol. So only 6 players on the team tonight to be able to play. And Atlee, that's going to be a little bit difficult, as you could expect.
Yeah.
So underway, starting underneath for Quinter, a turnover as well. So 2 turnovers to start this contest as the score still stands 0 apiece. Wheatland-Grinnell on your screen going right to left, dressed in their away grays, trimmed in blue. Quinter, of course, in their home whites, trimmed in red and black. It'll be Isabella Ostmeyer on the close side. She skips it now far side. That'll be Caroline Schrader in the paint. And there's that block, but a foul is called. And that's what Anna Briggs can do well. A little bit of contact after the fact, but still her defensive impact felt early as she altered that shot. So foul called on Briggs. Shot up, no good for the free throw attempt by Isabella Ostmeyer. So still scoreless here in the early going of this contest. Second free throw up and good. So Ostmeyer gets her first point of the contest. Freshman Kennedy Worth brings the ball across the timeline for Quinter. She skips it far side and poked away out of bounds by Anna Godick. Godick's the other key player for this Wheatland-Grinnell team. She leads them in scoring, so they're definitely going to lean pretty heavily on her tonight, Atlee.
Yes, sir.
Gillespie skips it far side to Millie Brown. Brown trying to go inside to Briggs. She's double-teamed quickly. She still gets the shot up, no good. Fighting for the rebound was Getz, unable to pull it in, however. And back the other way will be Wheatland-Grinnell. Ostmeyer on the close side, defended by Briggs, tipped out, but still controlled by Heyer. Now it's far side, Schrader, top of the key. Trying to get a 3 there. She thought about it, did Ostmeyer. Doesn't take it, and stolen away by Gillespie, but it does go out of bounds. So great effort there by Ava Gillespie, a junior, who leads this team in three-point shooting with nearly 100 attempts on the season. She's one of the players that is going to need to be keyed on defensively by Wheatland-Grinnell. So continuing around the perimeter, haven't made much of a concerted effort to go inside yet, have the Thunderhawks. Again, that's partially in part to the great defense inside of Briggs as well as Kayla Getz. That's poked out but will remain with Wheatland-Grinnell. Anna Godick set to throw in underneath. Trying to combat this zone defense being played by Quinter. Top of the key. Schrader has it. Now it's back to Godick. Nearly 2 minutes gone by. The score 1-0. Quinter hasn't had an opportunity yet to score on the offensive side. Turnovers and poor play have limited them offensively. Higher top of the key. That's Ostmeyer now. She tries, and that will be short. But a good open look for Ostmeyer. And that's really all you can expect when the interior defense is so good for Quinter. You're going to need to beat them from the outside in, especially against that zone. So Millie Brown brings it across the timeline, skipping across, and that's now Gillespie has it. Tries to use the screen. Instead, it's now back to Brown. Some very aggressive defense early on by Wheatland-Grinnell, but up off the glass and scoring is Kayla Getz. And leading this team with 16 points per contest, Getz is going to be a player also that Wheatland-Grinnell needs to key on. She's been fantastic this season in her senior campaign for the Bulldogs. Left open is Schrader. She pulls a jump shot, no good. Rebound pulled down by Getz, but she throws it out of bounds. And another turnover. And perhaps some of this, it's not sloppy, but careless play might be attributed to the fact that the Bulldogs played a game last night. And so playing back-to-back definitely can have an impact on you, especially from that conditioning standpoint. Driving in and shooting it up was Godick. No good. Rebound controlled there by Getz. Inside, Briggs has it, shot up, no good. Pulls down her own rebound. Give it out to Gillespie, now inside to Getz. They spin it back out, and they'll reset the offense. Millie Brown dribbling around the top of the key, given chase by Schrader. That's Worth with it now on the close side. Into the paint, that's Briggs. Ball poked loose. Try to go back into Briggs. The left-handed fall-away jump shot is good. Anna Briggs, with all 6'3" of her frame, made good on that one. And that left-handed baby turnaround jump shot is so difficult to guard, especially when you're that much taller at this level. A traveling violation called there, and that'll send the ball back the other way. So 4-1 here now, as Quinter leads after a slow start as we approach the midway point here of this first quarter. And it's been the interior play thus far of both Getz and Briggs. Kennedy Worth tees up a three. That one misses everything. So the shooting woes continue for both teams as the one sub that we will see this evening, Jordan Beckman, checks in. And again, Atlee, it's going to be really interesting to watch the depth of this Wheatland-Grinnell team tonight when you see so much more bench players in depth for Quinter. Going to be tough to combat that. A shot up and rebound pulled down by Getz as she was falling to the ground. Tried to dish the ball out, but there was no one home, and so we see some more sloppy play continuing. Ball triggered in underneath. That's Ostmeyer who has it, and stolen away by Millie Brown. Nearly an over and back there, but Gillespie's able to jump across the timeline. Inside, fall away jump shot, no good by Briggs, but the rebound controlled by Gillespie. She shoots it up and is fouled. She'll go to the free throw line for her efforts. And when you're one of the shorter players on the floor getting that rebound, that's just hustle and effort right there for Ava Gillespie. Gillespie goes to the free throw line. First shot up, no good. A bevy of subs checking in now for Quinter as Sage Betts as well as Kashlyn Kwasniewska. Also Kelsey Selensky. Both free throws missed. So a couple of points left on the board for the Bulldogs. 4-1 the score, 3:16 left. Ball tossed out of bounds, another turnover. So both teams struggling to find their rhythm early on. Kwasniewska brings it across, gives it now to Gillespie on the far side, back to Kwasniewska. Playing back and forth they go. Skipping it across, hole in that zone, driving in, and shot up and fouled will be Ava Gillespie. Nice take there. So she'll get another couple of free throws. Quinter High School, as well as Tiger Media Network, we would like to thank some of the following sponsors as the first free throw goes up and in. For helping make these broadcasts possible. Kendra Barnes Salyers at Farm Bureau Financial Services here to help you protect what matters most in life. And Remington Ranch supporting the Bulldogs in all their activities, as well as Blue Stem Medical delivering outstanding health care in Northwest Kansas. Shot up and good there by Getz on the missed free throw. So Getz making her presence felt early with 4 points. Gillespie made one of two at the free throw line. Breaking down that press is Godick. She's going to have to kind of do everything. And a foul called. Some pretty pressure-filled defense there by the Bulldogs. Tried to get the trap, just a little bit too aggressive. Ball triggered in. That's Ostmeyer who has it. Now they give it to Godick. She'll reset the offense at the top of the key. 2.5 minutes left here in the first quarter. Far side, Beckman has it. Back to Ostmeyer, free throw line jump shot, and that will crawl off. Rebound pulled down by Getz. It'll be pushing the other direction come the Bulldogs. as Gillespie gives it now over to Betts. Betts inside to Getz. And that shot was blocked. So decent defense on that trip by Wheatland-Grinnell. The Thunderhawks have done a pretty good job on the defensive side of the basketball. Just offensively, they haven't really been able to develop much of a rhythm. They can get a couple of shots to fall and keep up that defensive intensity. This game could be a lot closer as we go through the next couple of quarters. Inside shot falling away was Schrader, unable to get it to fall. But the ball does skip out. Wide open three, no good there by Heyer. But another offensive rebound, but stolen away by Gillespie, but she travels. So that will remain with Wheatland-Grinnell after a couple of offensive rebounds and then a turnover. Driving in, nearly traveling with it was Beckman. Instead, it'll be a jump shot, no good. And another rebound pulled down by Kaylor Getz. Like we mentioned in the pregame, both Getz and Briggs averaging double-doubles with both getting about 11 caroms per game. And you can see she's off to a great start thus far with rebounds. 3-ball shot up there by Kwasnicka, unable to drop. However, an offensive rebound pulled down by the Bulldogs with a minute left. We'll see if they try to hold for the final shot. Instead, it'll be a jump shot by Getz. Trickles around and goes down. That's now 6 in the early stages for Kaylor Getz. Getting across the timeline is Wheatland-Grinnell, as they now trail 9-1. Ball stolen out of there by Getz. Gillespie looks to push, running up his Betts. Unable to get it to her, though, was Ava. 20 seconds left. The Bulldogs can hold for the final shot. We'll see if they do or if something opens up beforehand. 16 seconds left on the ticker. 9-1 and stolen away. An opportunity to fast break here. Great crossover, driving the length of the floor and scoring. Great take there by Anna Godick. With 1 second left, Gillespie will hoist off the back rim, no good. And when an opportunity to carry that momentum in for the Bulldogs, thrown away by a steal and a layup the other direction. And that's a little bit of a momentum boost. 9-3 the score here at the end of one. When we come back, we'll have second quarter action. You're watching Quinter High School basketball, brought to you by Tiger Media Network.
Whether in the classroom, on the court, playing in the band, or cheering, Oberding Farms supports excellence no matter where it is. Located in St. Benedict, Kansas, Oberding Farms is a generational farm that was started and operated by Albert and Betty Oberding. Albert and Betty have been proving for generations that hard work and a commitment to excellence are the keys to success. Albert and Betty want to remind students that no matter where you are or what you are doing, always strive to do your best. Oberding Farms, proud supporters of the Quinter Junior Senior High School Bulldogs.
And welcome back to Quinter and the Doghouse. Russell Heitman joined in the broadcast booth by Atlee Wolf. And Atlee, an opportunity there for Quinter to push that lead to double digits, but instead of stealing a layup the other way. So defense proving big time there for Wheatland-Grinnell as they're able to get it to a 6-point deficit here as we start the second quarter. And it's been sloppy for both teams, but particularly of late, Quinter. They've been successful. They've scored the ball pretty well when they haven't been fighting turnovers. Ball skipped across there. Selensky has it, now top of the key, Kwasnicka. Trying to go into the short corner, trying to get it to Gillespie, unable to do so, however. So resetting the offense will be the Bulldogs. Far corner, that's Kennedy Worth with it. Goes short corner now to Gillespie. She's double teamed, has to dribble out of it. Worth, she'll tee up a three, in and out. The ball tipped out, and they're going to say that one was off of Wheatland-Grinnell. From our vantage point, it looked like it might have been tipped out by Gillespie, however, unable to be totally determined there. No matter, the Bulldogs take advantage with a nice little jump shot set up there for Anna Briggs. And that's where they just use her height, set a little screen for her, threw it over the top, and she shot it right on in and good. So another turnover there by the Wheatland-Grinnell Thunderhawks gives it right back to Quinter. 11-3, 7 minutes left here in quarter number 2. Gillespie now into the inside. That's Selensky. Top of the key, Worth. She'll try again. She's been close on a couple, and that one is money. Nice shot there from Kennedy Worth, the freshman who cans it from the top of the key to push the lead now to 11, 14-3. Setting up the trap. They do break it, though, do the Thunderhawks. Jump shot taken there by Godick, and that does not climb in. Will be tipped out, but remain, or rather they're going to send it back the other way to the Bulldogs. A couple of three-point tries attempted there by Worth in the first quarter. 2 were close, but that third one's all that matters, as it was nothing but net from dead away center. Kwasnicka to Worth now, trying to get it into Selensky, unable to do so. They skip it around far side. Goes inside to Briggs, and she will be fouled on the turnaround jump shot. Not much can be done there by Isabella Ostmeyer. She's given up a pretty good amount of height, 5'9" versus 6'3". So a pair of free throws coming for Anna Briggs. Once again, we want to mention our proud sponsors who make these broadcasts possible. Oberding Farms, supporting excellence no matter where it happens. Blackwood Family Dentistry, helping your family achieve a healthy smile. Kaiser Angus, certified Angus beef sellers and proud supporters for the Bulldogs, as well as Selensky Land and Cattle Company, who are wishing the Bulldogs good luck during this basketball season. 1 of 2 from the free throw line there for Anna Briggs. Pushes her total to 5 total points on the evening. That's just 1 shy of Kaylor Getz, who has a team high and game high 6. 15-3 the score, 6:10 remaining in this second quarter. Long three taken, no good, but an offensive rebound pulled down by Schrader. Stolen away on a blocked shot attempt, rather. Ball will be tipped around and will remain with Wheatland-Grinnell. But after that quick early foul in the first possession by Briggs, she's played great defense thus far, and you've seen that she's been impacting it with her length. Schrader gives it to Ostmeyer. Jump shot rattles around, no good. I'm going to say that ball went out off of Wheatland-Grinnell. Kaylor Getz giving chase. Like a little confusion on the toss in. Nearly stolen away, a telegraph pass by Gillespie. That's the second time she's done that. Nearly got that one stolen. So if nothing else, as Jordan Beckman checks back in for Wheatland-Grinnell, the Thunderhawks are doing a good job reading things defensively. They're doing the best they can, but just unable to really get anything going on the offensive side of the ball, as they've only scored 3 points so far. Millie Brown skips it across. That'll be a wide open three teed up by Gillespie, and nothing but net. And you see why she's the leading three-point shooter for this team. She cashes that one from the far left side. Stolen away by Gillespie. So they've applied the trap there to perfection. And they can continue to push their lead with 5 minutes left here in quarter number 2. Kennedy Worth tries to go inside, bounces off the head of Briggs. Right idea, she was rolling to the basket, just unable to corral the pass. As the Bulldogs continue to apply some pressure here. Godick breaks it down, and they're going to get a foul on the reach. They'll call that on Millie Brown, trying to poke that one loose. And again, Anna Godick, she's done a pretty good job of shouldering the load. She's only got 2 points, 2 of the 3 on that steal and layup toward the end of the first quarter. So she's doing all that can be done. 3-point shot taken there by Ostmeyer, no good. Back come the Bulldogs. Gillespie open for a brief moment on the fast break, unable to get it to her in time though. And Getz, she'll throw it over now to Briggs, skips it around top of the key. Brown has it back to Gillespie. Inside to Briggs, jump shot, trickles around, no good, but the rebound pulled down by Getz. And she knocks in 2 more to give her 8 points to lead all scores, as the lead for the Bulldogs balloons now to 17, 20-3. 3-point there thrown in by Ostmeyer. And that will definitely help stop the bleeding a little bit for Wheatland-Grinnell. Worth thought about the three, doesn't take it, instead leaves it for Gillespie, who tees up another one, in and out. Unable to knock that one home. Godek, who is yet to check out, again very short-handed, is Wheatland-Grinnell. Shot there, no good by Ostmeyer. Only brought 8 anyway, or 8 on the roster, but with 2 unable to play due to concussion protocol, as Getz gets another one to go. Really leaves things tight for Wheatland-Grinnell this evening. So 22-6 is the lead, stolen away by Gillespie. That press has just been giving the Thunderhawks fits. That'll be a timeout called by head coach Matt Havlis. So we'll step aside. Bulldogs lead 22-6 here in the doghouse.
Selensky Land and Cattle Inc. of Park, Kansas proudly supports all Bulldog activities and Bulldog athletics. Kelly and Curtis are lifelong residents of Gove County and have farmed for over 30 years. They proudly run their family business. The Selenskys operate a small livestock feed yard while also growing wheat and corn. Keeping up with the best practices, they incorporate no-till farming in the operation to the greatest extent possible. Selensky Land and Cattle would like to congratulate the Bulldogs on the tremendous accomplishments of this year and wish them the best of luck.
And welcome back to Inside the Doghouse. It's been the Kayler Getz show so far. She has played fantastic. She's got 8 points to lead all scores. As you see on your screen here, she's been able to do it all. Gets an offensive rebound there, puts it back and scores. Definitely been helpful to have a player so successful as Kayler Getz. Again, averaging 15 points, 11 rebounds on the season, a double-double. But a turnover there. So 22-6 the score. After that timeout by Coach Havlis. And you can't imagine he was too pleased with that turnover. He calls a timeout probably to draw something up and to throw the ball right out of bounds. Probably not what he was hoping for, but nonetheless, we'll see if they can ramp things up defensively to make up for the mistake. Godek has it, drives around, and she will be fouled by Sage Betts. So Godek set to throw in. Wide open underneath was Schrader. Unable to get it to her, though, was Ostmeyer. The ball will be tipped loose. The underneath official says it will remain with Wheatland-Grinnell. Thrown into Schrader. Trying a long three is Beckman. No good. Rebound pulled down by Schrader, and she will be fouled on the putback. And if there's also one more silver lining, if you could call it that, if you could find that for Wheatland-Grinnell, they've gotten a lot of offensive rebounds. And it's only a matter of time before those start to pay off for putbacks. And a key instance here, she wasn't able to make it, but Schrader going to the free throw line, she was fouled on the putback. So that's something that has definitely been done really well by Wheatland-Grinnell. Second free throw up and good, so Schrader's able to knock in her first point of the evening. As we approach 2 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Kwasnicka had it. She flew it over now to Gillespie, back to the top of the key. Now back to Gillespie, playing patty cake with the ball at the top of the key. Finally get it to the close side. That's Sage Betts with it, trying to find a way to get it to the short corner. The zone has been effective on this possession so far for Wheatland-Grinnell. They go over the top to Getz, but it was tipped away. Ball will remain with the Bulldogs as Anna Briggs returns to the contest. She replaces Kayler Getz. Looks like they're drawing up that exact same play they did before. They set the screen for her. Drop it back into Gillespie. What a beautifully executed play. And it was set up from the first time they ran it when Briggs was able to make the shot. That time they doubled down on her, did Wheatland-Grinnell, and slipping in underneath was Ava.
Winners and they, along with their children, Trayton, Brendan, and Caitlin, would love to show their support.
Ball stolen away there by Ostmeyer. Three-point shot taken up, bricked off the back iron, no good. But another offensive rebound pulled down. So once again, the positives being shown by the offensive rebounding, but stolen away there by Kelsey Selensky. She pushes all the way down, but she'll pull it back out, trying to reset the offense. 52 seconds left as we approach halftime. 24-7 the score, under a minute to go. Top of the key, Kwasnicka. She gives it far side to Betts. Betts goes inside. Nearly stolen away, but instead it's a nice little jump shot there by Anna Briggs. So she's now got 7 on the contest. 30 seconds here left in this first half. Wheatland-Grinnell, see if they can get something going to have a little bit of positivity. Miscommunication there, trying to set the screen was Ostmeyer. Instead, Godick thought she was open. Godick threw the pass out of bounds, and it will remain, or go back to Quinter rather. So 23 seconds left here in the first half. The opportunity now for the final shot of the half will belong to Quinter. Ball short corner thrown to Gillespie. 14 seconds left. Skips it back top of the tee. Kwasnicka. She's unable to get a shot, though. They reset things. 10 seconds left. Ball tipped away. Betts has it. 7 to go. A shot will have to come here shortly. Far corner. Close corner, rather. Gillespie. 3, no good. Rebound pulled down. And a foul will be called as time expires. They're going to call it a shooting foul. So Kelsey Selensky will go to the free throw line. As time expired, a foul was called. They're going to say she was shooting, because that's only the 4th foul. First free throw up and good, and kudos to her to knock that in with the band playing strong, loud, and proud. If nothing else, this might be the once and only opportunity to say you knock down a couple of free throws or a free throw in a game with the band playing. But nonetheless, a free throw goes there for Selensky on a foul call at the buzzer, and that pushes the lead to 20. 27-7 is the lead as we enter halftime. Quinter taking it to Wheatland-Grinnell. We'll be back for the second half. You're watching Wheatland-Grinnell, Quinter on the Tiger Media Network.
Look forward to being your
And ladies and gentlemen, we apologize profusely for the technical difficulties. We should be back now and returning to game action as Ava Gillespie tees up a three, no good. Score is now 33-7 since we left at a halftime score of 27-7. So the Quinter Bulldogs have got off to a great start here in the second half as that shot is blocked out of there by Ostmeyer. Again, thank you for your patience as we work through these technical difficulties. A Wheatland-Grinnell shot around the perimeter here, trying to get a shot off. As Godick drives in, double teamed, shot up, no good, but a foul is called. So Kaylor Getz will be whistled for that foul. As Godick will go to the free throw line for a pair. Shot up good there for Godick. So first points of the third quarter, first points for Wheatland-Grinnell of the third quarter. Second shot up as good as well. So a pair of free throws there to get the scoring drought knocked away for the time being anyway. As back the other way comes Quinter. Inside they go, inside there, and Selensky shot up and good. Nice play for the Bulldogs to work it around against the zone and find the layup inside for Selensky. Wheatland-Grinnell spinning it around the far side. They go inside. The ball will be tipped out of bounds and go off the hands of Jordan Beckman. So Kwasnicka brings it across the timeline, gives it now to Gillespie on the far side. Back to Kwasnicka. Into Getz. She tries to force feed it underneath, but they're going to get a foul called inside on Carrie Heyer. So that'll be an out-of-bounds underplay for Quinter. Ball thrown in over the top. Getz has it. Gillespie for three. Leaves that one woefully short. Rebound pulled down by Heyer. 35-9 with 3:43 remaining here in this third quarter. Blocked out of there, but a foul called. Sometimes that over-aggressive arm swipe is what they'll get you for. Looked fairly clean up top, but might have been a little bit of arm as well. So a pair of free throws coming for Godick. Knocks another one in. She's been a nice free throw shooter here in the third quarter. That free throw's good as well. That'll be a timeout called by Wheatland-Grinnell. We'll step aside as well. 35-11 the score. Quinter leads big, 35-11.
We have 4 rigs to apply liquid and dry products. In addition to selling anhydrous ammonia, we sell bulk chemical and fertilizer for the cash and carry customers. TNT Chemical has been supporting the Bulldogs for many years and wishes them the best as they continue on with the remainder of the school year.
Blue Stem Medical's primary care physicians, Dr. Michael Mackin, Dr. Doug Gruenbacher, Dr. Shelley Gruenbacher, Dr. Scott Rempel, Dr. Anna Rempel, and nurse practitioner Glenda Wheeler provide medical assistance for the entire family. Their amazing staff provides services for all ages, including OB, sick and well visits, televisits, physicals, immunizations, and minor procedures. Visit them at 501 Garfield Street in Quinter or give them a call at 785-754-3333 to book your next appointment. Blue Stem Medical, delivering beneficial care for Northwest Kansas and a proud supporter of Bulldog Athletics.
And welcome back to Quinter High School and the Doghouse. Russell Heitman joined in the broadcast booth by Atlee Wolf. And we've got a 35-11 game thus far. Quinter has been all over Wheatland-Grinnell, although short-staffed were the Thunderhawks this evening. That might have made the job a little easier for the Bulldogs, but playing on a back-to-back night is no easy task either. And they've shrugged off kind of a sluggish start to play really well here in this second half. Jump shot by Getz, crawls around, but no good. The rebound was pulled down by Ostmeyer. Godek, one of the one bright spot here for Wheatland-Grinnell, but stolen away by Kennedy Worth, up and lays it in for the score. Kennedy Worth with a great defensive play. Takes it all the way down, never a doubt. Nearly stolen away by Kwasnicka. And that will be a turnover against the Thunderhawks. Checking back in will be Anna Briggs, who's made an impact on this game both offensively and defensively. She'll replace Kayla Getz. Kwasnicka throws it into Kennedy Worth, brings the ball across half court. That's Betts on the far side, goes inside. A lot of contact there. Tried to feed the ball inside to Anna Briggs. They're going to whistle up Carolyn Schrader on that one. So throwing in underneath the basket will be Kashlyn Kwasnicka. Streaking to the basket was both Selensky and Briggs. Selensky driving and blocked out of there. Another nice block by Isabel Ostmeyer. She's played a nice defensive game herself. Godek drives, had a nice pass, shot anyway, goes up and in by Schrader. I think Godek was trying to shoot that one. Some contact might have forced it off to the side, but it fell right into the lap of Schrader, who laid it in. Skips it across to Betts, just inside the three-point line, top of the key to Worth. Now far side, Kwasnicka for three, no good. Rebound ripped out of the air by Carrie Heyer. 37-13 here in the third quarter. Wheatland-Grinnell trails. Might have been a carry there, but play on, say the officials. Weaving around the top of the key are the Thunderhawks. That leads to an open three by Ostmeyer, and she knocks it in. So the lid coming off the basket a little bit here in the third quarter for Wheatland-Grinnell, but might be a little too late after such a slow start, as Quinter has been able to amass a double-digit 21-point lead here in the later stages of quarter number 3. Kwasnicka thought about the three, instead gives it back to Worth. Back and forth they go. Now Betts on the far side, skips it across to Worth. She drives. Nothing doing though, nice defense as ball controlled by Briggs, checks the clock, 1:21 left here in quarter number 3. Kwasnicka thought about it once again. This time it'll be Betts. And that'll go over the backside of the backboard for an out of bounds. A lot of open shots there that could have been taken for a number of players for Quinter, but you like to see the concerted effort to pass it around and get the shot that makes the most sense. Godek throws it across there to Heyer. Breaking down the press is Godek. She drives in a foul reaching in. That'll be Millie Brown, looks like. So with 1:04 remaining in quarter number 3, it'll be triggered in from the far side by Wheatland-Grinnell. Going inside, tipped out. The officials discuss. Looks like it will remain with the Thunderhawks. Underneath to Ostmeyer, nice shot, but a little too strong. But another offensive rebound for Jordan Beckman, and she'll go to the free throw line. And once again, not to beat a dead horse, but you got to look for kind of some of the positives for both teams. And while this necessarily hasn't been the night for Wheatland-Grinnell, their ability to get offensive rebounds has been a positive for them. And it'll be interesting to see how Quinter combats that going forward, because while they have a pretty solid commanding lead in this game, giving up that many offensive rebounds against other teams that aren't going to be short-staffed might prove problematic. Ball brought across by Millie Brown now. Far side, Kaylor Getz has it. 48 seconds left. Quinter can hold for the final shot of the half if they choose to do so. Top of the key, Brown has it, trying to direct traffic with a little bob of her head. In the middle of the lane, Briggs has it. Little left-handed jump shot, crawls off, no good, but an offensive rebound pulled down by Ava Gillespie. 30 seconds left, so Quinter can still work it around, trying to find the best opportunity to attack here at the end of this third quarter. Gillespie goes inside to Briggs. Strong with the ball, kicks it out. Open for three as Gillespie leaves it short. Rebound tipped about and pulled down by Schrader. 10 seconds left as Anna Godek has it. Far side. Gives it to Beckman. Goes into Schrader. Off the glass, no good. Streaking up the court, but stolen away by Godek. And that will be the end of this third quarter. A frenetic end as both teams couldn't quite control it. But Quinter still leads by 19 after another big scoring output in quarter number 3. It's Quinter up 37-18.
Give Dr. Eric and the staff at Blackwood Family Dentistry a call at 785-754-2441 and let them help you obtain your perfect smile. Blackwood Family Dentistry, a proud supporter of Quinter Bulldog academics and athletics.
37-18 our score here in Quinter inside the doghouse as the Bulldogs lead Wheatland-Grinnell 37-18. Actually, looking at the quarter score breakdown, Wheatland-Grinnell actually outscored Quinter in that quarter 11-10. So, again, a big halftime lead really helped Quinter to be not as concerned about that, but a quarter that perhaps didn't go quite as planned for Coach Havlis and his team as they were beaten in that quarter by one. Again, can't overstate this enough, the understaffed Wheatland-Grinnell squad who's only playing with 6 players this evening due to a few injured players in the concussion protocol. Underneath, Gillespie fouled, wide open shot underneath. Quick recovery there by Osmeyer to try to knock it away. She's had a couple of blocks tonight, but that will be a foul called, and it will send Gillespie to the free throw line. A few more sponsors we would like to thank so much for making this broadcast possible as Gillespie knocks that first free throw in. GG&T Cattle Company, the Worth families are proud to support the Quinter Bulldogs, Smoky Hill Ag, Equity Bank, and TNT Chemical. All proud sponsors of the Quinter High School Bulldogs. 39-18 after a couple of free throws knocked in there by Ava Gillespie. That shot up and good for Jordan Beckman. He bangs in a three. Keep it to 19. So after the lead did balloon to 20, it's kind of hung around that 19, 18, 20-point margin as the teams have played pretty even with one another here. As another ball stolen away by Wheatland-Grinnell. Ostmeyer from the top of the key pulls up no good. Rebound fought for and controlled by Millie Brown. Inside to Getz, nice fast break, nice layup there. As Kaylor Getz is the beneficiary of a nice pass out on the fast break by the Bulldogs. Pushes the lead back to 21, 41-20. There's a ball stolen away there. Ball quickly thrown up ahead. They go inside to Briggs. Coach Havlis making a concerted effort to push, and it does so with a nice payoff as Anna Briggs knocks in another jump shot. Pushes her total now to 9 by my count. There might be a few points missed. And we apologize for that brief hiatus in the middle of the second quarter. However, we're back underway here inside the doghouse. 43-20 the score. As Quinter, after a slow start for both teams, an 18-4 scoring output in quarter number 2 really pushed the Bulldogs over the top. So 7th team foul will put the Thunderhawks in the bonus as Godick goes to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. First one good. Godick's had a number of her points from the free throw line tonight. By my count, that is her 10th point. Make that 11 here in the fourth quarter. 43-22, Quinter leads. Trying to go inside to get, stolen away, but poked right back into the hands of Millie Brown. Kennedy Worth tees up a three, no good, but Getz is there to clean up the glass. She misses. Briggs had it, loose into the hands of Gillespie, and she is fouled. You talk about offensive rebounds for Wheatland-Grinnell. That was a great possession there for the Bulldogs as they corralled a handful of offensive possessions for themselves. Free throw line up and good for Gillespie. Second free throw underway and good as well. 45-22, largest lead of the ball game so far. As we approach 5.5 minutes to play here in the game. Reminder coming up next, a rematch of a semifinal game from earlier in the season in the Castle Rock Classic. The Wheatland-Grinnell boys who handed the Quinter Bulldogs their first loss of the season back in December. They'll be matching up here after this contest here on this YouTube stream. So be sure to stick around at the conclusion of this contest for the Thunderhawks and the Bulldogs round 2 from inside the doghouse. Shot up, no good there. Rebound controlled by Wheatland-Grinnell. It's another three shot out there by Ostmeyer. That one's short as well. She's had a tough time this evening. A lot of open looks, just weren't able to knock them down. Number of subs checking in as Betts, Selensky, and Kwasnicka check back in for the Bulldogs, as well as Carrie Heyer for Wheatland-Grinnell. Kwasnicka bringing the ball across, gives it over to Betts, now back at the top of the key. Kwasnicka, and she steals it, throws it right into the hands of Olensky, who lays it up, no good, or Ostmeyer, pardon me. Another offensive rebound, tipped around, that one will be saved in. Great hustle there by Ostmeyer, but up the floor, great pass up ahead. However, tipped away at the last second by Godick. So good on Anna Godick to get back and save the fast break layup. But great vision there by Ava Gillespie to look up and throw that ball ahead to Kayla Getz, who was running for an unimpeded layup had Godick not gotten her hand on the ball. Three-point shot by Gillespie is good. Ava Gillespie has had a nice shooting night. Pushes her total to 12 points for the contest. Ostmeyer tries again from the top of the key. That one's back iron, no good. Rebound pulled down by Kayla Getz. Gillespie pushing left side. Gives it to Betts. Top of the key, Kwasnicka for three. In and out, no good. But rebound fought for by Kayla Getz. She's unable to knock that one in as well, but another offensive rebound opportunity. As the lead is 48-22 here with under 4 to go here in quarter number 4. Ostmeyer mishandles the ball a little bit. She's defended by Betts. Godick dribbles, surveys her offense, gives it over to Schrader. Ostmeyer thought about the three, head fakes, drives far side, and she is fouled by Selensky. Let's get a few more sponsors that we would like to thank for making this broadcast possible. Kendra Salyers Barnes, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Remington Ranch, and Blue Stem Medical, as well as Olberding Farms, Blackwood Family Dentistry, and Kaiser Angus. Those along with Selensky Land and Cattle Company, Eland Title Company, GG&T Cattle Company, Smoky Hill Ag, Equity Bank, and TNT Chemical. All would like to thank you for watching this Quinter stream, and we would like to thank you, these sponsors, for making this Quinter stream possible. We also please ask that if you have not done so already to please subscribe to the Quinter School's YouTube channel while you are watching tonight's game. If Quinter High School's YouTube channel can get to 1,000 subscribers, they will be able to broadcast directly through YouTube and avoid using third-party software to do so. That will improve the broadcast capabilities not only for high school varsity basketball, but for other events such as junior high basketball, track and field, football, and every other sport in between. So please subscribe if you haven't done so already to the Quinter High School YouTube channel for more quality broadcasting content brought to you by Quinter High School. Shot up and good by Kayla Getz as her big night continues as well. Pretty balanced scoring effort so far this evening for Quinter. They've been able to get it done on a number of levels. It'll be a timeout called by Wheatland-Grinnell. It'll be a full timeout. And this game has not gone the way they want. Played admirably with only 6, but that's not going to be enough as they trail 50-24 here inside the doghouse. We'll be back for the conclusion of this game after this.
GG&T Cattle Company, owned and operated by Gary and Cindy Worth, Garrett and Crystal Worth, and Reed and Jessica Worth, is the place to go for all your cattle needs. They're the operators of a 4th-generation seed stock operation specializing in Solaires, Angus, and Optimizer registered cattle. Calving ease, maternal growth, and carcass genetics are also services they perform. Be sure to join them February 25th for their annual bull sale. Call them at 785-769-5325. GG&T Cattle, proudly supporting Quinter Athletics.
And we're back inside the doghouse here as Quinter leads 50-24. And of interest, Atlee, this is the first game that has been played at home for Quinter since Keisha was able to lift that, or to make it to be 4 parents per game. And from what you can tell, this has definitely been a bigger crowd, but how has the kind of the COVID experience impacted you on just a general scale, both as a student but also watching games as a fan? It's definitely been a little bit different.
Yes, well, it has been a little bit tough, but, you know, you just got to kind of endure through it because, you know, keep on wearing masks, you keep watching games and playing games, and it's just kind of how.
It's how life has become, but kudos especially to high school students and junior high students like yourself for being able to adapt and do this. I know to think back to when I was in school, it would have been very hard to try to change everything on a dime, but I think that's a testament to what you as the students and the youth of today are able to do to combat this unfortunate situation that we're in. But because you've done what you've been able to do, we're able to play games like this, and we're able to have a pretty good crowd on hand tonight. The most fans we've seen. The first games we broadcasted here for Quinter High School, there was no fans at all. All the cutouts you see on that back wall were in the stands. There were no people in the stands. So it was definitely a different experience for those first games back in December. So it's definitely nice, and it's got to be nice for you as a student to see things returning at least back to some semblance of normalcy.
Yeah.
So 50-24 our score. We're at just under 2 minutes remaining. Looks like Quinter's going to take care of business here as a 3-up and no good. But another offensive rebound given chase, but that time pulled out of there by Anna Briggs. A reminder, the boys' game coming up after this, about 20 minutes after the conclusion of this contest between Wheatland-Grinnell and Quinter. That will be a rematch of a game played earlier this season. So we invite you to stick around on the broadcast for that exciting contest later this evening. Trying to force it inside. Bulldogs fortunate to retain possession. As Kwasnicka has it at the top of the key. It's now Betts. Ball poked around. Go out of bounds. Will remain, however, with the Bulldogs. About a minute remaining here. 50-24 the score. Inside to Briggs. Little jump shot, no good. Rebound pulled out of there by Schrader. So Wheatland-Grinnell looks like they will drop to 8-8 overall on the season as ball stolen away. Quinter will improve to 12-4. There's a double dribble there called against the Bulldogs. We get a line change coming in here. Nearly a line change, rather, for Quinter High School. So both teams will have some things they need to address and work on moving forward. But again, valiant effort for Wheatland-Grinnell, playing without 2 players, one of which being their second leading scorer this evening. And Quinter playing on a back-to-back, having competed last evening against Hill City. Ball far side, shot up, in and out. Ball tracked down by Godick. Will be out of bounds. So with 30 seconds left, handful of new players entered in. The younger Kwasnicka sister, Cabri, has checked in. She has it at the top of the key, gives it now far side, close side rather, to Leah Anstadt. And Paige Bell has also checked into the contest along with Madison Reiner. 10 seconds left. Reiner has it now to Betts. Ball tipped out of bounds. It will remain with Quinter with 6.6 left. We'll see if Coach Havlis has them go for a shot or if they'll just hold. Kwasnicka has it over to Betts. 4 on the ticker. Back to the top of the key. And the buzzer will sound. 50-24 your final score. Quinter High School takes care of business, knocking off Wheatland-Grinnell. A balanced overall effort for the Bulldogs. They got great production from Ava Gillespie, as well as Anna Briggs and Kaylor Getz, their big three, while also getting some good minutes and play from Kennedy Worth and Selensky. On the side for Wheatland-Grinnell, a tough night for them, only mustering 24 points, but they got a good amount from Godick, who had to shoulder most of the load this evening, as we mentioned, with the injuries to Livia Schultz and Hallie Habiger. So 50-24, the final score. Quinter takes care of business. Coming up next on Quinter High School Sports Channel, it'll be the boys' rematch of a game earlier this year. A great one. If you were able to witness it, should be in for another exciting contest later tonight. We'll have the tip-off here in about 20 minutes. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Quinter High School Basketball, brought to you by Tiger Media Network.
Kaiser Angus supports the Bulldogs in their academic and athletic achievement. Kaiser Angus is owned and operated by Daryl and Frina Kaiser. They have served many ranchers in the area and farmed in Gove County since 1990. The Kaisers offer and sell registered Black Angus cattle. They also look forward to being your new seed stock source. Look for their annual production sale the first Thursday in April. More information can be found at kaiserangus.com. Kaiser Angus is proud to support the Bulldogs in this tough year and looks forward to many more accomplishments to come.
Providing clients with the knowledge they deserve and the coverage they desire, Kendra Sawyers Barnes with Farm Bureau Financial Services specializes in excellent customer service, integrity, and accountability. She has dedicated over 20 years to serving Northwest Kansas communities, and for all your insurance and financial needs, call Kendra at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Hoxie at 785-675-3661 or stop in at her office located in Hoxie, Kansas. Farm Bureau Financial Services, here to help you protect what matters most in life. Good luck, Quinter Bulldogs, this basketball season.
Whether in the classroom, on the court, playing in the band, or cheering, Olberding Farms supports excellence no matter where it is. Located in St. Benedict, Kansas, Olberding Farms is a generational farm that was started and operated by Albert and Betty Olberding. Albert and Betty have been proving for generations that hard work and a commitment to excellence are the keys to success. Albert and Betty want to remind students that no matter where you are or what you are doing, always strive to do your best. Olberding Farms, proud supporters of the Quinter Junior Senior High School Bulldogs.
Tyler and Casey Remington, owners and operators of Remington Ranch, are a farming and ranching operation located in Quinter, Kansas. They, along with their children Trayton, Trendon, and Kaislyn, would love to show their support for the Quinter School District as well as all activities. Thank you, Remington family, for your continued support of the Quinter School District.
Selensky Land and Cattle Inc. of Park, Kansas proudly supports all Bulldog activities and Bulldog athletics. Kelly and Curtis are lifelong residents of Gove County and have farmed for over 30 years. They proudly run their family business. The Selenskys operate a small livestock feed yard while also growing wheat and corn. Keeping up with the best practices, they incorporate no-till farming in the operation to the greatest extent possible. Selensky Land and Cattle would like to congratulate the Bulldogs on the tremendous accomplishments of this year and wish them the best of luck.
You can't trust your farming operation to just anyone. When it comes down to it, you need someone nearby who knows your name and is just a phone call away. Smoky Hill Ag offers a variety of services including dry and liquid fertilizer application, dry fertilizer cart rental, chemical application, seed sales, sprayer part sales, and much more. With small town service, but more importantly with competitive prices, call Smoky Hill Ag at 620-397-3603. Farming is tough enough. Let us have the fertilizer and chemical headache. Smoky Hill Ag, a proud supporter of Bulldog athletics.
Eland Title Company can provide for all of your real estate needs for Gove County and the surrounding area. Through 36 years in business, they promise experience, knowledge, and the ability to complete all work in a timely manner. Owned and operated by Ken Eland and Gabby Kennedy, Eland Title Company offers title insurance, real estate contract preparation and closing services, as well as 1031 tax-free exchange services. Eland Title Company is proud to support QHS students during this time of pandemic.
Well, Coach, thanks again for joining us up here. Congratulations on the win. Playing back-to-back nights is never a fun thing to do, and I think a little bit earlier on in the game you might have been a little sluggish, but 18 points in the second quarter kind of got out of that. What were you able to do to kind of get out of that funk?
Yeah, we just, we had a late night last night. Actually, our bus broke down, had to get people home. It was a mess. But, we told them, it's a big game for us. All the games are big. Kind of a rival game. And we did. We came out a little flat the first quarter. They had some injuries, but I don't know if they still played hard. Just balls went through our hands and stuff. We came out in the second quarter and did a lot better.
Yeah, you had a lot of great production from the big three that you usually do in Briggs, Getz, and Gillespie. As the season kind of comes down to the final stages, how big is it to have in and night out production from those gals?
We are blessed to have those three, plus with our freshman Kennedy Worth does a great job. She's a scorer; she can hit the three. We're blessed. It's good to have someone inside like Anna and Kaylor to depend on.
Mm-hmm. And as you look forward to the like I said, the last stages of the season, how do you take things that happened tonight and apply those going forward to help you prepare for those final stages?
We've done something the last two nights we haven't done all year, and we played a triangle and two and took away their best players and made it hard on them. And last night we held Hill City to 27 and held a girl that averages 16 to 1 point. So, their go-to girl is pretty good, a good shooter, and she did get to the line and make a bunch of free throws. But, we're trying different things. Sometimes it's for as lucky are we to have our bigs, we like to man teams, and sometimes it's a mismatch for them too, starting four guards. So we need to work on our zones and stuff. So we're excited. We had lost 3 games in a row there, come back, win 2, and we still have a great year.
Mm-hmm. And nothing like throwing a little bit of a wrinkle in at the end of the season. Hopefully nothing, bus breakdowns, anything going forward for you, but best of luck as you go forward. And once again, congratulations on the win tonight.
Hey, thank you. I need to give a shout out to my buddy Doug Kuntz, and hopefully he improves in golf because he struggles pretty hard.
Of course. So thanks again,
Coach.
Thank
you.
At Equity Bank, we mean more. More solutions for your finances and more bankers standing by, whether that's in our lobbies or in our drive-thrus. We here at Equity Bank are proud members of the community and big supporters of high school athletics. We shoot straight and you score when it comes to no ATM fees nationwide. Stop by our Quinter location or visit us online at equitybank.com to let us show you why equity means more. Now here's to a great season. Member of FDIC.
My name is Colin Blacko, and I'm an employee at TNT Chemical. My family has owned and operated a chemical and fertilizer business for 18 years. We own 4 rigs to apply liquid and dry products. In addition to selling anhydrous ammonia, we sell bulk chemical and fertilizer for the cash and carry customers. TNT Chemical has been supporting the Bulldogs for many years and wishes them the best as they continue on with the remainder of the school year.
Blue Stem Medical's primary care physicians, Dr. Michael Mackin, Dr. Doug Gruenbacher, Dr. Shelley Gruenbacher, Dr. Scott Rempel, Dr. Anna Rempel, and nurse practitioner Glenda Wheeler provide medical assistance for the entire family. Their amazing staff provides services for all ages, including OB, sick and well visits, televisits, physicals, immunizations, and minor procedures. Visit them at 501 Garfield Street in Quinter, or give them a call at 785-754-3333 to book your next appointment. Blue Stem Medical, delivering beneficial care for Northwest Kansas and a proud supporter of Bulldog Athletics. Helping you and your family achieve a healthy smile, Blackwood Family Dentistry is your full-service dental office. They've been serving the families of Western Kansas for over 17 years, providing all of your dental needs. Dr. Eric Blackwood and his staff provide excellent dental care to all ages, and they are now accepting new patients. So for your next dental visit, give Dr. Eric and the staff at Blackwood Family Dentistry a call at 785-754-2441 and let them help you obtain your perfect smile. Blackwood Family Dentistry, a proud supporter of Quinter Bulldog academics and athletics.
G&T Cattle Company, owned and operated by Gary and Cindy Worth, Garrett and Crystal Worth, and Reed and Jessica Worth, is the place to go for all your cattle needs. They're the operators of a fourth-generation seed stock operation specializing in Salers, Angus, and Optimizer registered cattle. Calving ease, maternal growth, and carcass genetics are also services they perform. Be sure to join them February 25th for their annual bull sale. Call them at 785-769-5325. G&T Cattle, proudly supporting Quinter Athletics.
Kaiser Angus supports the Bulldogs in their academic and athletic achievement. Kaiser Angus is owned and operated by Daryl and Frina Kaiser. They have served many ranchers in the area and farmed in Gove County since 1990. The Kaisers offer and sell registered Black Angus cattle. They also look forward to being your new seed stock source. Look for their annual production sale the first Thursday in April. More information can be found at kaiserangus.com. Kaiser Angus is proud to support the Bulldogs in this tough year and looks forward to many more accomplishments to come.
Providing clients with the knowledge they deserve and the coverage they desire, Kendra Salyers Barnes with Farm Bureau Financial Services specializes in excellent customer service, integrity, and accountability. She has dedicated over 20 years to serving Northwest Kansas communities, and for all your insurance and financial needs, call Kendra at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Hoxie at 785-675-3661 or stop in at her office located in Hoxie, Kansas. Farm Bureau Financial Services, here to help you protect what matters most in life. Good luck, Quinter Bulldogs, this basketball season.
Whether in the classroom, on the court, playing in the band, or cheering, Olberding Farms supports excellence no matter where it is. Located in St. Benedict, Kansas, Olberding Farms is a generational farm that was started and operated by Albert and Betty Olberding. Albert and Betty have been proving for generations that hard work and a commitment to excellence are the keys to success. Albert and Betty want to remind students that no matter where you are or what you are doing, always strive to do your best. Olberding Farms, proud supporters of the Quinter Junior Senior High School Bulldogs.
Tyler and Casey Remington, owners and operators of Remington Ranch, are a farming and ranching operation located in Quinter, Kansas. They, along with their children Trayton, Trendon, and Kaislyn, would love to show their support for the Quinter School District as well as all activities. Thank you, Remington family, for your continued support of the Quinter School District.
Solinsky Land and Cattle Inc. of Park, Kansas proudly supports all Bulldog activities and Bulldog athletics. Kelly and Curtis are lifelong residents of Gove County and have farmed for over 30 years. They proudly run their family business. The Solinskys operate a small livestock feed yard while also growing wheat and corn. Keeping up with the best practices, they incorporate no-till farming in the operation to the greatest extent possible. Solinsky Land and Cattle would like to congratulate the Bulldogs on the tremendous accomplishments of this year and wish them the best of luck.
You can't trust your farming operation to just anyone. When it comes down to it, you need someone nearby who knows your name and is just a phone call away. Smoky Hill Ag offers a variety of services including dry and liquid fertilizer application, dry fertilizer cart rental, chemical application, seed sales, sprayer part sales, and much more. With small town service, but more importantly with competitive prices, call Smoky Hill Ag at 620-397-3603. Farming is tough enough. Let us have the fertilizer and chemical headache. Smoky Hill Ag, a proud supporter of Bulldog athletics.
Eland Title Company can provide for all of your real estate needs for Gove County and the surrounding area. Through 36 years in business, they promise experience, knowledge, and the ability to complete all work in a timely manner. Owned and operated by Ken Eland and Gabby Kennedy, Eland Title Company offers title insurance, real estate contract preparation and closing services, as well as 1031 tax-free exchange services. Eland Title Company is proud to support QHS students during this time of pandemic.
At Equity Bank, we mean more. More solutions for your finances and more bankers standing by, whether that's in our lobbies or in our drive-thrus. We here at Equity Bank are proud members of the community and big supporters of high school athletics. We shoot straight and you score when it comes to no ATM fees nationwide. Stop by our Quinter location or visit us online at equitybank.com to let us show you why equity means more. Now here's to a great season. Member of FDIC.
My name is Colin Blacko, and I'm an employee at TNT Chemical. My family has owned and operated a chemical and fertilizer business for 18 years. We own 4 rigs to apply liquid and dry products. In addition to selling anhydrous ammonia, we sell bulk chemical and fertilizer for the cash and carry customers. TNT Chemical has been supporting the Bulldogs for many years and wishes them the best as they continue on with the remainder of the school year.
Blue Stem Medical's primary care physicians, Dr. Michael Mackin, Dr. Doug Gruenbacher, Dr. Shelley Gruenbacher, Dr. Scott Rempel, Dr. Anna Rempel, and nurse practitioner Glenda Wheeler provide medical assistance for the entire family. Their amazing staff provides services for all ages, including OB, sick and well visits, televisits, physicals, immunizations, and minor procedures. Visit them at 501 Garfield Street in Quinter, or give them a call at 785-754-3333 to book your next appointment. Blue Stem Medical, delivering beneficial care for Northwest Kansas and a proud supporter of Bulldog Athletics. Helping you and your family achieve a healthy smile, Blackwood Family Dentistry is your full-service dental office. They've been serving the families of Western Kansas for over 17 years, providing all of your dental needs. Dr. Eric Blackwood and his staff provide excellent dental care to all ages, and they are now accepting new patients. So for your next dental visit, give Dr. Eric and the staff at Blackwood Family Dentistry a call at 785-754-2441 and let them help you obtain your perfect smile. Blackwood Family Dentistry, a proud supporter of Quinter Bulldog academics and athletics.
GG&T Cattle Company, owned and operated by Gary and Cindy Worth, Garrett and Crystal Worth, and Reed and Jessica Worth, is the place to go for all your cattle needs. They're the operators of a 4th-generation seed stock operation specializing in Solares, Angus, and Optimizer registered cattle. Calving ease, maternal growth, and carcass genetics are also services they perform. Be sure to join them February 25th for their annual bull sale. Call them at 785-769-5325. GG&T Cattle, proudly supporting Quinter Athletics.
Kaiser Angus supports the Bulldogs in their academic and athletic achievement. Kaiser Angus is owned and operated by Daryl and Frina Kaiser. They have served many ranchers in the area and farmed in Gove County since
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Quinter High School, brought to you by Tiger Media Network. I'm Russell Heitman, joined up in the broadcast booth by Atlee Wolf. And we've got another great basketball game today, a rematch from earlier this season. Quinter and Wheatland-Grinnell. They played in the semifinals of the Castle Rock Classic. It was a great game. Quinter dropped that one, though, 35-31. Quinter led by 8 at halftime, but was outscored by a bunch, 25-13 in the second half. And 11-4 in that third quarter, which is what allowed the Thunderhawks to really ultimately prevail in that game. Trevor Zarbanicki scored a team-high 13 points on 6 of 6 shooting. He was fantastic in the fourth quarter. Jaden Boone had 19 points for Quinter in that one, but only 3 other Bulldogs scored in that game. So it's going to need to be a more balanced effort for Quinter this time around if they want to have a chance against the Wheatland-Grinnell Thunderhawks. Wheatland-Grinnell 8-6 overall. Quinter High School 10-5 overall. Very similar across the board in their statistical categories and very close on the interstate. Only 14 miles or 12 miles separate both of these towns, so there's a bit of a rivalry in the air, a rematch to boot. We should have a good one. It's Wheatland-Grinnell, it's Quinter, it's game time. As Wheatland-Grinnell throws in their away blues trimmed in white, and the home team Quinter Bulldogs in their home whites trimmed in red. A steal gets things underway for Colin Thielen, although that ball was a little bit ahead of him and he traveled trying to corral it. But you like the defensive intensity to start for Quinter. So full court man-to-man pressure being applied by Quinter. He's one of their regular starting lineups, although Braden Polifka swapped in the starting lineup for Gus Bridges, maybe to try to combat the size interior of Zarbanicki, but not enough there, as that man is big and strong. He's signed on National Signing Day to play football at Dodge City JUCO, and he gets whistled for a foul there. So you're going to see him on the gridiron next fall, but in the meantime, trying to combat him inside will be Polifka, but he'll be called for a foul there on Jaden Boone. Will go to the free throw line for a pair. Boone leads this team in scoring, averages 17.7 points per game, nearly a double-double as well, with 8.9 boards, as his first rebound crawls in and good. So Jaden Boone, he had that big game in that first time, so they're going to need to rely on him pretty heavily the second go-around as well. Second free throw up, crawls off, no good, but an offensive rebound by Polifka off the glass, no good. But the interior presence of Polifka already being felt as he got on O-board there to give him another chance. Far side there, that's Isaac Mendez. Now skips it close side to Jet Vincent. Vincent drives in, shot off, no good. Rebound pulled down by Zarbanicki, but it's poked loose by Kyler Johnson. I'm going to say it was tipped loose, so it will stay with Wheatland-Grinnell. A trio of high scorers for Wheatland-Grinnell, 3 in double figures, Isaac Mendez, Trey Vincent, and Jet Vincent, with Zarbanicki not far behind, averaging 8.5 points and 7 rebounds. Gruenbacher with the steal. He goes down the left side. Jump stop, no good. Couldn't get the layup to fall as the rebound pulled down by Mendez. Streaking up the far side, and Gruenbacher nearly pokes it loose again. Great hustle by the young man trying to chase it loose. 3-point shot, Todd up there. No good by Trey Vincent. Instead goes over to Mendez, who tries for 3. It's no good there as well. Boone controls the rebound and back the other way in a frenetic, high-paced game early going. Gruenbacher thought about the 3. He instead gives it off to Thielen, the top 3-point shooter for this Bulldog team. Polifka far from the basket, not where you want him to have it. He goes inside to the post instead to set a pick. Boone dribbles, drives, poked away and stolen. Careless with the ball there, but retaining possession are the Bulldogs. Great job by Johnson to get it in there. Boone slips into the basket and scores. Great move inside by Jaden Boone. Mendez on the close side, defended by Johnson. Now it's Jet Vincent, the younger of the Vincent brothers. 3-point shot, top of the key, banged home by Nathan Volbracht. So 5-3 early goings, lead for Wheatland-Grinnell. Jaden Boone pulls from the free throw line on a jump shot, unable to knock it down. Pushing up the far side, Zarbanicki drives, shoots off the glass. No good, kind of an out-of-control shot, but the ball tapped out of bounds by Boone, and it will remain with Wheatland-Grinnell. Mention of that great fourth quarter that Zarbanicki had against Quinter in that first game. He scored 8 straight in that fourth quarter, and it was a sight to behold, all on driving jump shot with hook shots. Some of them were a little wild, but they all went down, and that's really what sealed the deal in that first matchup. Again, a 35-31 win for Wheatland-Grinnell earlier on in December. Zarbanicki inside, shoots it up, and he's fouled. A little bit of contact there from both Thielen as well as Boone. We'll see who they whistle up on it. They're going to get Boone on that. Boone struggled with foul trouble this season, so the Bulldogs are definitely going to want to try to keep him out of foul trouble for this contest. Zarbanicki to the free throw line. He'll have a pair. First one off, no good. On the season, Zarbanicki shooting 62% from the free throw line, so not too bad. However, he goes 0 for 2 there, but he gets an offensive rebound. As unable to control it were the Bulldogs, and a long 2-point jump shot falls into the hands of number 24, Jet Vincent. Pushes the lead for Wheatland-Grinnell to 4, 7-3. Polifka, top of the key, he got it from Thielen. Boone's going to use that screen, dribbles in, drops it off to Johnson, far side now to Thielen. Thielen trying to feed it inside to Boone. Now they get Polifka stripped away on the floor, dives for it, and the ball pulled out of there by Volbricht. Up ahead, wide open is Mendez. Giving chase was Boone, and he blocks it off the backboard. But a foul called from the far side trailing official. And that's what Boone is arguing his case, saying, how is that official's call to make? Definitely a lot of contact up top, but also a lot of ball too. So Mendez will be rewarded with a pair of free throws. If anything, it was probably clean at the top with a little bit of body, but as we mentioned, that's the second foul there on Boone here early. And foul trouble, like we said, has plagued him all year long, so he's going to definitely need to be a little bit more careful going forward. But Gus Bridges checks in, a regular starter for this Quinter team. Came off the bench today. So he'll be in there now to try to fill in some firepower as Mendez knocked in both of those free throws. The lead balloons now to 6, 9-3 the score. Bridges has it at the top of the key. Johnson goes inside to Polifka. He's bodied up by Zarbanicki. Gets it back out to Johnson. Thielen now, top of the key. He'll hoist. Leaves that one short. Rebound pulled down by Vincent Trey, the older of the brothers. Mendez thought about the shot. Instead feeds it into Zarbanicki. Absorbs the contact. No call, but a missed shot regardless. And the rebound pulled down by Polifka. Thrown up ahead to Johnson. Tries to tiptoe it a la Santonio Holmes in the 2010 Super Bowl, but unable to grab it as the ball trickles out of bounds. That'll be a full timeout called as Coach Christ wants to talk things over. 9-3 is the score. It's been a frenetic pace, but a good one nonetheless. Score 9-3. Quinter trails.
Providing.
Whether in the classroom, on the court, playing in the band, or cheering, Olberding Farms supports excellence no matter where it is. Located in St. Benedict, Kansas, Olberding Farms is a generational farm that was started and operated by Albert and Betty Olberding. Albert and Betty have been proving for generations that hard work and a commitment to excellence are the keys to success. Albert and Betty want to remind students that no matter where you are or what you are doing, always strive to do your best. Olberding Farms, proud supporters of the Quinter Junior Senior High School Bulldogs. Whether in the classroom, on the court, playing in the band, or cheering, Olberding Farms supports.
And welcome back to the Doghouse. Russell Heitman joined up in the broadcast booth by Atlee Wolf. 9-3 the score as Wheatland-Grinnell leads after that Coach Christ called timeout. And the Bulldogs, they haven't played poorly. They just haven't gotten shots to fall. And on the offensive side, been really well executed by offensive rebounds and second chance opportunities by the Thunderhawks. Three-point shot thought about by Trevor Humphreys. Instead passes it over to Jet Vincent. Shot no good, but an offensive rebound gets it back to Vincent. He drives, drops it off to Zarbanicki. Backside, Mendez pulls for three, no good. Another offensive rebound, this time by number 15, Trey Vincent, and he scores it in there. So that pushes the lead now to 8, 11-3. And a warning has been issued to Coach Christ and the Bulldog bench. Coach Christ asking for a little bit of an explanation. No technical awarded, however, so game play will resume. And the ball stolen away, but Polifka is able to get it to keep it in play, but instead it pulls up to Zarbanicki. Mendez thought about the three. He'll drive, kick it back out. That's Humphreys has it now. Inside to Zarbanicki. He's defended by Polifka, doing all he can. Stepping through, though, Zarbanicki rolls it in and scores it. That's his fourth point of the contest. 2 shots made right in at close. And a pass in there, stolen away. Johnson tried to feed it in there. Just unable to get it through. Active hands defensively proving beneficial for Wheatland-Grinnell as a pair of subs will check in. Zane Beckner as well as Preston Havlis as they replace Gruenbacher and Johnson. They'll be out there with starters Thielen and Polifka. Polifka's been playing big minutes. He hasn't come out yet. He's been asked to do a lot trying to contain the Dodge City JUCO football commit. Trevor Zarbanicki. Bounce pass over there to Havlis. Havlis, a capable three-point shooter, gives it to an even more so capable three-point shooter in Thielen. Havlis has it, operating in the top of the key. Spins it around. Gus Bridges now. Top now to Beckner. Beckner drives. He's cut off. Nice little switch there. Back into the main possession. Thielen for three. No good. Rebound pulled out of the sky by Zarbanik. He just ripped it right out of the hands of Bridges. Trey Vincent on the far side. He's defended by Thielen. Thielen also has not checked out of the contest yet. Bridges defending the close side. That's Trevin Humphreys with it. Trying to curl over the top is Mendez. He drives right by Havlis, right into Polivka, and an offensive foul. Charge taken by the big fella Polivka as he was in the right place and got bowled over by the out-of-control driver. Great defensive play there by Polivka. Zarbanicki will take a seat. We'll see if the Quinter Bulldogs are able to capitalize at all on his absence in the post as they trail 13-3 with 1.5 minutes left here in the first quarter. Havlis has it, tried to go to Polivka. Polivka going away to screens. They switch up. Polivka open for a moment. And another timeout called by Coach Christ. He'll keep this one as a 30, so we'll keep it here. Trying to talk about maybe what they can do to counteract this defense. Looks like they're switching on all those ball screens. And for a moment, Polivka was open on the far side, but that makes for a tough pass to try to skip it through there. But down 13-3, kind of a tough start. But what do you see that perhaps the Bulldogs can do to maybe try to counteract this early deficit?
Well, I'd say they're both playing really well, but the Bulldogs, their defense is not quite probably as good as it could have been with all the drives. Haven't been able to contain them outside of the lane, and I think that's a big problem here.
Yes, certainly. The driving lanes especially and the giving up of the offensive rebounds for second chance points have both been definite benefits for Wheatland-Grinnell. So we'll see if Quinter is able to counteract those. Havlis pulls for three from way downtown, and he knocks it in. Preston Havlis from the Quinter Bulldog on the court parks that one from deep, and that's a nice, well-needed boost for this Quinter team. The ball scored in there by Mendez as he takes it right on back. Havlis, he'll try again. Same result, different spot. It doesn't matter. Preston Havlis, a spark plug off the bench, bangs in 2 threes, and just like that, it's back to a 6-point deficit with just 30 seconds left here in this first quarter. Ball dribbled off the foot of Humphreys, and that'll give it right back to the Bulldogs with a chance to take the last shot of the quarter. Ball brought across there by Beckner. 20 seconds left. Ball in the hands of Thielen. Checking in is Lakin Getz, and he gets knocked away into the ground. He checked in for Polivka. Giving chase in the back end is Beckner. Rebound pulled down by Thielen. There's 7 seconds left. He crosses over in the front court. He's given chase by Mendez. Jumps to a stop, and that will be another travel called against Colin Thielen. Just a little bit sped up once again on the fast break, but at least that gives the Bulldogs a chance to set up their defense here. A nice little momentum push on a pair of Preston Havlis bombs to get this game back within manageable with 3.4 left. Ball brought up by Mendez. Given chase, he pulls from way downtown, leaves it just short. And that'll be the end of the first quarter, 15-9, an exciting one thus far here in the doghouse. Quinter trails, but it's a good one. We'll be back. Second quarter coming at you shortly.
Tyler and Casey Remington, owners and operators of Remington Ranch, are a farming and ranching operation located in Quinter, Kansas. They, along with their children Trayton, Trendon, and Kaislyn, would love to show their support for the Quinter School District as well as all activities. Thank you, Remington family, for your continued support of the Quinter School District.
And welcome back to the Doghouse, 15-9 our score after jumping out to a quick early lead by 10 points. Wheatland-Grinnell surrendered a pair of three-point shots to Preston Havlis off the bench, and he was able to pull this back within 6. So Quinter has the ball now. Colin Thielen has it at the top of the key. He's been unable to find the scoring column thus far. He's had a couple of good looks, however. Ball kicked out of there as both Johnson and Gruenbacher as well as Boone check in. Some nice spot minutes there from Lakin Getz. Yeah, Boone spent the majority of that second half on the bench due to foul trouble. He picked up his second on a big block, but they ended up whistling it as a foul. So he's going to have to play smart here for the remainder of this second quarter to stay in this contest, especially to counteract the size inside of Trevor Zarbanicki. Havlis has it, top of the key again. He's 2 for 2 from 3 so far tonight. Trying to go inside to Bridges, picks up his dribble, did Havlis, finally gets it away to Gruenbacher. Johnson giving chase. Instead, now they give it to Boone. Boone spins, nowhere to go. Kicks it back out to Gruenbacher. Now top of the key, Johnson. He'll fire from 3. No good. Rebound pulled down by Boone, shoots it up. No good there, but he is fouled and will be rewarded for a pair of free throws, and they draw that foul on Zarbanicki. Will it be his second foul? So Jaden Boone will go to the free throw line. He scored 3 points in the first half. The first quarter. Knocks another one in there. Zarbanicki will remain in the contest with his 2 fouls. He's been an absolute force inside. He's got 4 points of his own, but his impact has also been on the defensive side of the ball as well as getting rebounds. So another free throw there by Jaden Boone. As Mendez has it, he's double teamed by Havlis and Johnson, spinning it around now. That's Jet Vincent, now close side to Trey Vincent. Trey thought about the shot, unable to do so as he's cut off though. Jet has it, given chase by Gruenbacher. 3-point shot by Mendez, and that will trickle out of bounds and remain with Quinter. So Gruenbacher bringing the ball up across the timeline, met by the defensive Mendez. Gives it off to Havlis. Bridges drives in, nowhere to go, gives it off to Gruenbacher. Open for 3. Off the back iron, no good. And down to the floor on the rebound was Humphreys, but he's going to travel with it. Looks at his coach, says, what am I supposed to do? You can't really argue with that, but as he falls to the ground, that is indeed a travel. So Quinter will get another crack at it here as Gruenbacher triggers in underneath to Jaden Boone. Boone gives it to Bridges. They run some action underneath to Havlis, up off the glass and scores it. And Preston Havlis continues to be that spark plug. He's now got 8 on a beautiful out-of-bound underplay to get the layup on the back screen. Mendez trapped in the far corner by Boone and Johnson. A tie up there, and they do whistle the tie up. I think everybody in the gymnasium was collectively holding their breath, thinking that perhaps might have been Boone's 3rd foul. But they do whistle it up as a jump. So the ball will remain with Wheatland-Grinnell on the alternate possession. Nathan Volbrecht will check back in, as it's now just a 2-point deficit for Quinter. Volbrecht has it, trying to find it inside to Zarbanicki. He's being defended by Boone. Not a lot that can be done in there. Zarbanicki's just so large, but Boone does a good job forcing him to kick it back out. Mendez drives, floats, no good. Rebound snatched out of the air by Jaden Boone. Nice snag there by the big fella. Havlis far side. Thought about the 3, can't blame him. He's been on fire so far this game. Gives it off now to Boone, defended by Zarbanicki. Some action inside, trying to get the screen for Bridges. Goes away from it. He drives, kicks it across to Havlis. Havlis for 3. Got it again! Preston Havlis forces a timeout as Quinter takes the lead, 16-15 behind Preston Havlis, who now has 11 points in the contest and has been absolutely on fire A 13-3 lead for Wheatland-Grinnell quickly turns right back around to a 16-15 deficit thanks to Havlis. And my goodness, Atlee, you couldn't ask for anything more from a guy off the bench to come in ready, shooting, and firing.
You really couldn't. He's had a really good quarter so far, racking up 9 points just from free throws.
They're from three-pointers, as you mentioned. Yes.
Three-pointers, yes.
Yeah, and they've been 3 for 3, 3 separate spots from the Quinter Bulldog, from the Q on the opposite side, and then right in the corner on a beautiful skip pass. So Preston Havlis playing big time in this game so far. So 15-16 the score. Quinter now leads as Volbrecht has at the top of the key. Johnson tries to get the steal, unable to do so. Jet Vincent pulls for 3 from way downtown, no good, and skying for it is Zarbanicki, shoots it up and scores, as there's not really much can be done by Boone. Zarbanicki just went up and got it. And Boone, not wanting to pick up his third foul rather, just kind of had to let it up and go. Trying to get it inside to Bridges. It goes off his hands, though. And that'll send the ball back to Wheatland-Grinnell. Checking back in, Colin Thielen replaces Gruenbacher, as well as Braden Polifka, who played great minutes in that first quarter, as he'll replace Gus Bridges. Well, Nathan Volbrecht got it in, gives it now back to Mendez, back to Volbrecht, now close side to Jet Vincent. Top of the key driving, that's Trey Vincent, and he'll run into a double team. We'll see who they whistle this one up on. And they're going to nail that one on Jaden Boone. That'll be his 3rd personal. And he's going to stay in the game, kind of a tough spot to be put in. There's a 3-point shot there by Mendez, no good. He gets his own rebound, however, and Zarbanicki now with it. Trey Vincent, close corner, he sails that one. Rebound pulled down by Preston Havlis. So as we approach the midway point here of the second quarter, it's a 1-point lead for Wheatland-Grinnell in what has been a back-and-forth affair, especially here in the second quarter, thanks in due part to Preston Havlis. Giving chase to him at the top of the key is Mendez. Now Thielen with it. Tough pass, nearly stolen away out of the play there by Jet Vincent. But remaining with the Bulldogs, the ball will be. Polifka triggers into Thielen. 4 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Thielen crosses over, drives in, drops it down underneath the Polifka, shoots it up, just can't get it to crawl in. But giving chase to it, knocks it out of bounds off of Zarbanicki. So I'm sure if you're Polifka, you want that one back. But at least he's able to salvage the play, knock it off Zarbanicki's head out of play, and retain possession for the Bulldogs. Thielen set to trigger, unable to get it. Goes to Havlis. He's defended by Isaac Mendez. Gives it now to Thielen. Thielen top of the key, resets the offense. Couple of screens coming, backdoor cut. Havlis drives off glass, no good. That was definitely impacted by both Zarbanicki and Jet Vincent. But the ball comes right back into the hands of the Bulldogs and falls to Jaden Boone, who knows what to do with it. He knocks in the short jump shot. And a defensive play there by Havlis knocks it out of bounds. So that saves a potential fast break after the made basket. Checking in for Wheatland-Grinnell, number 23, Tywell Chapin. And Gus Bridges also returns to the contest for Quinter as Jaden Boone takes his seat, probably for the rest of this half. Zarbanicki defended far side by Polifka. Mendez now to Jet Vincent, skips it over to Trey Vincent. That's Havlis on him. Zarbanicki, he'll take that 3. He's made a few on the year, but he bricks that one back iron. Ball loose around on the floor, and Trey Vincent's able to get it, spins it right underneath. Beautiful pass underneath to Mendez, who was right place, right time. And another offensive rebound opportunity that was stolen away there. Johnson 3 from the corner, in and out. But giving chase was Bridges, and Johnson's able to corral it, throws it over to the hands of Thielen, who cannot hang on to it. And that'll be a time or a ball out of play to turn it over. Another ball nearly stolen out of there. Some great activity here from Havlis, who's doing it all. He's scoring, but he's also playing great defense and really being active with his hands. 19-18 the score here. This one's been as good as advertised. Again, a rematch from earlier this season. Stolen away by Johnson. Ball on the floor, but picked up and stolen out of there by Zarbanicki. Trey Vincent for three. No good. But Zarbanicki pulls down the rebound, floats it up, and scores it himself. When he gets the ball that close, he knows what to do with it as well. But Kyler Johnson with it, gives it down top of the key to Havlis. He thought about that one from the spike line, thinks better of it though. Weaving around the top, trying to get the ball inside. Tough to do against this moving zone. Kind of a motion 1-3-1 type of defense. They give it to Johnson. Thought about the three, gives it to Havlis. He'll fire. Another one. Yes, sir, indeed. Preston Havlis continues to bomb away from downtown, but answering right back is Mendez, who gives a little point to Johnson. So we've got a back-and-forth affair that has been a dandy of a game. As a turnover there by the Bulldogs as Gruenbacher checks in for Johnson. We'll also see Zane Beckner return. He'll replace Colin Thielen. But Preston Havlis, 4 for 4 from beyond the arc. Only missed one shot, and that was a contested layup, which ended up being a pseudo assist. That ball is tipped out of play. Will remain with Wheatland-Grinnell. So Jet Vincent triggers in underneath, goes to Zarbanicki. Mendez thought about the three. He's played a great game as well. Jet Vincent drives, shoots, no good. Rebound pulled down by Bridges. Zane Beckner pushing up the close side of the court. Uses the screen from Polivka. Unable to do anything with it as Zarbanicki nearly poked it away. Into Bridges. Driving over. Jump shot. Polivka blocked out of there by Jet Vincent, but Gruenbacher's able to hang on to it. Beckner with it. 46 seconds left here in the first half. 24-21 the score. Trailing are the Bulldogs just by 3. Dropping it off to Gruenbacher. He drives into trouble. Is able to find Bridges. Thought about the long two, instead drives. Jump stop, shoots, and no good. Giving chase, unable to corral it though as the rebound pulled down by Zarbanicki. Mendez coming up the left side. No one picks him up. He drives into Havlis, who all he can do is give the foul. Who has played fantastically the second quarter, hasn't come out. And he could use a little break in the action, he says. Johnson checks in for him. But what a second quarter for Preston Havlis, who has 8 in the second after scoring 6 in the first. He's got 14 first half points. Mendez throws it into Jet Vincent. Pull-up jump shot, no good. Rebound fought for, and a foul called on Gus Bridges, giving chase to the rebound, which was pulled in by Chirel Chapin. So with 20 seconds left, that's just the 5th foul on Quinter, so not in the bonus yet. And that's out of bounds. The ball was thrown off the backboard. So nice turnover there as no time went off the clock. Gives the full 20 seconds here to work with for the Bulldogs. It'll be Gruenbacher bringing the ball across. Now 13 seconds on the clock. Finally gets it across the timeline. Gives it into the hands of Johnson. 7 seconds left. Uses the screen from Polivka. Drives into the middle. Drops it off. 3-point shot by Beckner. No good. Into the hands of Johnson. Bridges, he shoots it. No good. It will not count. Not enough time on the clock. A frenetic end to a frenetic first half. 13-3 early lead for Wheatland-Grinnell. And then Preston Havlis said, I see your 13-point lead. I'm going to score 14 in the first half. Got it back to a 1-point lead. And now we see a 3-point lead for Wheatland-Grinnell. It's been a dandy and a doozy. Can't wait to see what happens in the second half. You're watching Quinter High School basketball, brought to you by Tiger Media Network.
Solinsky Land and Cattle Inc. of Park, Kansas proudly supports all Bulldog activities and Bulldog athletics. Kelly and Curtis are lifelong residents of Gove County and have farmed for over 30 years. They proudly run their family business. The Solenskys operate a small livestock feed yard while also growing wheat and corn. Keeping up with the best practices, they incorporate no-till farming in the operation to the greatest extent possible. Solensky Land and Cattle would like to congratulate the Bulldogs on the tremendous accomplishments of this year and wish them the best of luck.
You can't trust your farming operation to just anyone. When it comes down to it, you need someone nearby who knows your name and is just a phone call away. Smoky Hill Ag offers a variety of services including dry and liquid fertilizer application, dry fertilizer cart rental, chemical application, seed sales, sprayer part sales, and much more. With small town service, but more importantly with competitive prices, call Smoky Hill Ag at 620-397-3603. Farming is tough enough. Let us have the fertilizer and chemical headache. Smoky Hill Ag, a proud supporter of Bulldog athletics.
Eland Title Company can provide for all of your real estate needs for Gove County and the surrounding area. Through 36 years in business, they promise experience, knowledge, and the ability to complete all work in a timely manner. Owned and operated by Ken Eland and Gabby Kennedy, Eland Title Company offers title insurance, real estate contract preparation and closing services, as well as 1031 tax-free exchange services. Eland Title Company is proud to support QHS students during this time of pandemic.
At Equity Bank, we mean more. More solutions for your finances and more bankers standing by, whether that's in our lobbies or in our drive-thrus. We here at Equity Bank are proud members of the community and big supporters of high school athletics. We shoot straight and you score when it comes to no ATM fees nationwide. Stop by our Quinter location or visit us online at equitybank.com to let us show you why equity means more. Now here's to a great season. Member of FDIC.
My name is Colin Blacko, and I'm an employee at TNT Chemical. My family has owned and operated a chemical and fertilizer business for 18 years. We own 4 rigs to apply liquid and dry products. In addition to selling anhydrous ammonia, we sell bulk chemical and fertilizer for the cash and carry customers. TNT Chemical has been supporting the Bulldogs for many years and wishes them the best as they continue on with the remainder of the school year.
Blue Stem Medical's primary care physicians, Dr. Michael Mackin, Dr. Doug Gruenbacher, Dr. Shelley Gruenbacher, Dr. Scott Rempel, Dr. Anna Rempel, and nurse practitioner Glenda Wheeler provide medical assistance for the entire family. Their amazing staff provides services for all ages, including OB, sick and well visits, televisits, physicals, immunizations, and minor procedures. Visit them at 501 Garfield Street in Quinter, or give them a call at 785-754-3333 to book your next appointment. Blue Stem Medical, delivering beneficial care for Northwest Kansas and a proud supporter of Bulldog athletics. Helping you and your family achieve a healthy smile, Blackwood Family Dentistry is your full-service dental office. They've been serving the families of Western Kansas for over 17 years, providing all of your dental needs. Dr. Eric Blackwood and his staff provide excellent dental care to all ages, and they are now accepting new patients. So for your next dental visit, give Dr. Eric and the staff at Blackwood Family Dentistry a call at 785-754-2441 and let them help you obtain your perfect smile. Blackwood Family Dentistry, a proud supporter of Quinter Bulldog academics and athletics.
G&T Cattle Company, owned and operated by Gary and Cindy Worth, Garrett and Crystal Worth, and Reed and Jessica Worth, is the place to go for all your cattle needs. They're the operators of a 4th-generation seed stock operation specializing in Solares, Angus, and Optimizer registered cattle. Calving ease, maternal growth, and carcass genetics are also services they perform. Be sure to join them February 25th for their annual bull sale. Call them at 785-769-5325. G&T Cattle, proudly supporting Quinter athletics.
Kaiser Angus supports the Bulldogs in their academic and athletic achievement. Kaiser Angus is owned and operated by Daryl and Frina Kaiser. They have served many ranchers in the area and farmed in Gove County since 1990. The Kaisers offer and sell registered Black Angus cattle. They also look forward to being your new seed stock source. Look for their annual production sale the first Thursday in April. More information can be found at kaiserangus.com. Kaiser Angus is proud to support the Bulldogs in this tough year and looks forward to many more accomplishments to come.
Providing clients with the knowledge they deserve and the coverage they desire, Kendra Sawyers Barnes with Farm Bureau Financial Services specializes in excellent customer service, integrity, and accountability. She has dedicated over 20 years to serving Northwest Kansas communities, and for all your insurance and financial needs, call Kendra at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Hoxie at 785-675-3661 or stop in at her office located in Hoxie, Kansas. Farm Bureau Financial Services, here to help you protect what matters most in life. Good luck, Quinter Bulldogs, this basketball season.
Whether in the classroom, on the court, playing in the band, or cheering, Olberding Farms supports excellence no matter where it is. Located in St. Benedict, Kansas, Olberding Farms is a generational farm that was started and operated by Albert and Betty Olberding. Albert and Betty have been proving for generations that hard work and a commitment to excellence are the keys to success. Albert and Betty want to remind students that no matter where you are or what you are doing, always strive to do your best. Olberding Farms, proud supporters of the Quinter Junior Senior High School Bulldogs.
Tyler and Casey Remington, owners and operators of Remington Ranch, are a farming and ranching operation located in Quinter, Kansas. They, along with their children Trayton, Trindon, and Kaislyn, would love to show their support for the Quinter School District as well as all activities. Thank you, Remington family, for your continued support of the Quinter School District.
Solinsky Land and Cattle Inc. of Park, Kansas proudly supports all Bulldog activities and Bulldog athletics. Kelly and Curtis are lifelong residents of Gove County and have farmed for over 30 years. They proudly run their family business. The Solinskys operate a small livestock feed yard while also growing wheat and corn. Keeping up with the best practices, they incorporate no-till farming in the operation to the greatest extent possible. Solinsky Land and Cattle would like to congratulate the Bulldogs on the tremendous accomplishments of this year and wish them the best of luck.
You can't trust your farming operation to just anyone. When it comes down to it, you need someone nearby who knows your name and is just a phone call away. Smoky Hill Ag offers a variety of services including dry and liquid fertilizer application, dry fertilizer cart rental, chemical application, seed sales, sprayer part sales, and much more. With small town service, but more importantly with competitive prices, call Smoky Hill Ag at 620-397-3603. Farming is tough enough. Let us have the fertilizer and chemical headache. Smoky Hill Ag, a proud supporter of Bulldog athletics.
Eland Title Company can provide for all of your real estate needs for Gove County and the surrounding area. Through 36 years in business, they promise experience, knowledge, and the ability to complete all work in a timely manner. Owned and operated by Ken Eland and Gabby Kennedy, Eland Title Company offers title insurance, real estate contract preparation and closing services, as well as 1031 tax-free exchange services. Eland Title Company is proud to support QHS students during this time of pandemic.
At Equity Bank, we mean more. More solutions for your finances and more bankers standing by, whether that's in our lobbies or in our drive-thrus. We here at Equity Bank are proud members of the community and big supporters of high school athletics. We shoot straight and you score when it comes to no ATM fees nationwide. Stop by our Quinter location or visit us online at equitybank.com to let us show you why equity means more. Now here's to a great season. Member of FDIC.
And welcome back to the Doghouse. You're watching Quinter High School basketball brought to you by Tiger Media Network. Russell Heitman now joined by fellow 7th grader Cale Hargett on the color commentary. Mike and Cale, what an exciting first half. You really couldn't ask for a better first half of basketball.
Yeah, you really couldn't. It was looking like Thunderhawks were going to take it all away when they were up 13-3, and then Bulldogs came coming back, and it's been a tough one to pull away.
You're absolutely right, and it's been in due part to the two guys, the only two guys who have scored for Quinter. Preston Havlis, who has 14 first-half points. He came off the bench and has been outstanding. Hasn't missed a single three-point shot. And then Jaden Boone, the tried and true, he's got 7. But something to look out for if you're a Quinter fan. Jaden Boone's got 3 fouls, so he's going to have to play really, really smart here in this second half, especially to counteract Trevor Zarbanicki, who's got 8 first-half points and has been an absolute monster. So we'll have to see how that goes as well.
Yes, we will.
So we are underway here in the second half. The Bulldogs going right to left, trailing by 3. Colin Thielen, has the ball, gives it now to Jaden Boone. He's defended by Zarbanicki, drives right, scoops it up, shoots off the glass, no good. Rebound given chase and finally pulled down by Nathan Volbricht. 2 fouls as well on Zarbanicki, so he's also got to be careful. Polifka giving good defense there on the shot by Trey Vincent, and the rebound controlled by Jaden Boone. Boone with it, top of the key, thought about the three-point shot, instead goes to Polifka, tries to give and go. He's able to hold on to it, however, gives it to Thielen. Once again, no other Bulldog other than Boone and Havlis have scored, and Havlis is on the bench with his 14 points. Johnson top of the key, a minute gone by here in the first part of this third quarter. Spinning to the basket, Boone, fall away, off glass, no good. Polifka pulls the rebound down, and that's the first score by a non-Havlis or Boone named Bulldog. Nice offensive rebound and put back by Braden Polifka, who got the start this evening, probably you would think to counteract the size of Zarbanicki. Ball inside, now spun across far side. That's Mendez with it. He drives in the lane. Giving chase was Boone. Has to be careful again with those 3 fouls. Jump shot pulled up there by Volbricht. No good. Rebound by Boone. Close side, it's Gruenbacher with it. He pulls it back out, however, and the offense will be reset in the hands of Jaden Boone. Uses that screen by Polifka, instead goes away from it, and stolen away by Mendez. Very careless with the basketball. We're the Bulldogs. And as the ball rolls away, it will belong to the Thunderhawks, as Eli Gruenbacher hit the ground there pretty hard. Checking in will be Gus Bridges, and he replaces Jaden Boone. Boone just had his pocket picked on that one. Coach Chris must be telling him, hey, we got to be a little more careful with the basketball. We need you out there both offensively and defensively. Stolen away by Gruenbacher and a foul called. So good defense there by the Bulldogs. Is the foul called on Jet Vincent. Gruenbacher has it. Drives in, shoots up, tipples around, no good, but rebound poked out and contained by the Bulldogs. So they'll get another crack at it here. Colin Thielen for 3, got it! Colin Thielen opens up his second half with a 3, and the scoring has come from a little bit different places this quarter. And that's a good thing if you're a Bulldogs fan, as they take the lead now by 2, 26-24. Ball on the ground, jump ball, will remain with the Thunderhawks, but great effort there to get on the ground by Polifka.
They have a really good, they do it a lot. Coming out of halftime, they really kick it up a notch, knowing when they're down.
As a shot there by Zarbanicki goes and is good. And that's good that they do that, and that you mentioned perhaps they remember the first time these teams played. 18-10 was the halftime lead Quinter held over Wheatland-Grinnell. Is another nice layup there by Colin Thielen. But the second half was all Wheatland-Grinnell in that one. They outscored the Bulldogs 25-13, including an 11-4 margin in the third quarter, as Zarbanicki just throws it up and scores it. Back and forth we go. But again, so perhaps the Bulldogs remember being outscored in that third quarter and second half last time and don't want to have the same mistakes happen this time around.
Yes, they do.
So 28-28, we're all tied up. Polifka drives, head fakes, nowhere to go with it. And he skips it out. Gruenbacher tees up a 3. Why not? Eli Gruenbacher bangs one home. And after not having any other Bulldogs but Havlis and Boone score in the first half, it's been everybody but, as Gruenbacher's got 3. Polifka with 2 and 5 for Thielen here in a hot scoring third quarter, and an offensive foul called there as Gus Bridges does a wonderful job drawing that charge.
This is when they're hot, and you just have to cool them down if you want to beat them. Otherwise, there's no stopping this team.
So a nice little run to start this third quarter for the Bulldogs. 31-28 the score, as the officials explain to head coach Will Bixman that the extension of the arm is what warranted that offensive foul. Gruenbacher brings it across. He's hounded there by Mendez. Nearly tipped away, but retaining possession are the Bulldogs. Boone is checked back in as well. He replaces Polifka, who gave some good minutes here to start the third quarter. Skip pass to Bridges. Colin Thielen for three, in and out. But a rebound pulled down by Bridges. He misses the bunny, gets his own rebound, and not that one either. A couple of point-blank shots by Gus Bridges, and those are tough to swallow, as he's going to want those ones back. Close side, Nathan Volbrecht has it. Now he goes inside to Jet Vincent. He's defended by Boone. Boone has to be careful again with those three fouls. Now inside to Zarbanicki. He gives it to Vincent. Nice little pass and shot, and that's just too easy there on the interior, passing back and forth by Wheatland-Grinnell. And that'll be a turnover. Just like that, the Tides have swayed back a little bit in the favor of Wheatland-Grinnell. Some kind of poor interior defense, and then a turnover on the offensive side. But the spark plug himself, Preston Havlis, checks back in, as well as Zane Beckner. And you can't talk too much about how great of a first half that Preston Havlis had. 4 for 4 from three. You got to love it.
Yes, you do.
So walking the ball across half court on the timeline will be Trey Vincent. Jet Vincent pulls up, leaves that one short. The ball pulled down by the rebound by Colin Thielen. Great defender in Mendez. He's done a really good job poking it loose, and he does one there. He just gets down in a stance and does a really good job. So the Bulldogs are really going to have to be wary of him when he's playing defense at the front of that defensive attack for Wheatland-Grinnell. Ball triggered into Boone. Cutting back, and again he pokes it loose. Speak of the devil, and he will appear. Great steal there, and a fast break there. No good for Zarbanicki, but instead it goes out to Jet Vincent. No good on the three himself. So a couple of missed opportunities after a great steal by Mendez. And dribbling right into the double team was Zane Beckner. The Bulldogs will retain possession, but that's not how you want to lose the jump ball. Very easily could have been a turnover. So Beckner gets the ball triggered in from Thielen. 2:52 left in this fast-moving third quarter. Gus Bridges has it. He's trapped in that corner. He's got to get rid of it. Gives it now to Havlis. So trapping at every opportunity are the Thunderhawks, and really having a difficult time with it here in this third quarter of late. Thielen will try another three. That's no good. Bridges another one, and that one he connects on. Looks like he might have tweaked his ankle a bit.
That's going to be the key for Bulldogs to score, is just moving it around, being patient with it, and Wheatland's trying to hurry them and get the ball back.
Stolen away, but poking right back. And you make a good point. It was kind of ugly initial offense, but they kept moving the ball around and finally got the shot they wanted. But likewise does Wheatland-Grinnell with a three-point tossed in there by Isaac Mendez. And that'll knot things up 33 apiece. We've got a great one brewing here in the doghouse. 33-33. Who will take it? We'll find out.
My name is Colin Blacko, and I'm an employee at TNT Chemical. My family has owned and operated a chemical and fertilizer business for 18 years. We own 4 rigs to apply liquid and dry products. In addition to selling anhydrous ammonia, we sell bulk chemical and fertilizer for the cash and carry customers. TNT Chemical has been supporting the Bulldogs for many years and wishes them the best as they continue on with the remainder of the school year.
Well, Cale, this game's given us everything we could ask for and more. We're tied up 33 apiece, entering the later stages of the third quarter. What do you see needing to happen for one team to pull away?
Just, if you're Quinter, you got to be patient on the offensive side. Make sure you're playing good defense. Maybe try to kick them out, force them into a three. And if you're Wheatland, try to trap, hurry them, and whoever does what they need to do is going to win.
And those are great points, exactly. What both teams are doing. Wheatland-Grinnell is applying a lot of pressure and trapping as much as they can to try to take Quinter out of their offense. But when Quinter is able to be patient, they're able to find, as a bad pass there by Boone stolen away. When they're patient, they find the shots they need. When they're impatient, you see turnovers just like that. Mendez with it on the close side, gives it back top of the key to Jet Vincent. Trevin Humphreys, who's checked in, has it as well. 1:45 left here, and that's a foul going to be called on Zane Beckner. This will be the first foul of the quarter, however, for Quinter. Stolen out of there. Nice poke out by Boone as they tried to get it into Zarbernicki on a quick pass inside. And he's been a little quiet after a quick start to the start this quarter. He's scored 4 points in each quarter so far, 12 points total. So if he's been nothing else, it's been consistent. Trey Vincent has it, nothing to do, though, with it. Stolen away by Havlis. He continues to make an impact on this game defensively, but it's poked loose from behind. Jump ball underneath. That's going to go back to Wheatland-Grinnell. So good defense initially by Havlis, just got chased down from behind. And sometimes there's nothing much you can do about that. So Mendez brings the ball across. He's had a great basketball game as well, with 17 points. For correction, 12 points. Ball stolen. Jaden Boone drives basket and scores it. Jaden Boone coast to coast, and that's his offensive ability that absolutely makes him dangerous. He's able to bring the ball up the whole floor and take it all the way to the cup. But answering right back is Trevin Humphreys with a three of his own. And that'll push Wheatland-Grinnell back to the lead, 36-35, with less than a minute remaining here in this third quarter. Boone with it, top of the key, picked up his dribble. Thielen has it. They go back inside to Boone. Fires it far side. Havlis. Will he make it a fifth? No, he leaves that one short. Ball thrown up ahead. That's Trey Vincent. Skips through, trying to draw the charge. No call. A lot of bodies hit the floor. That's got to be something one way or the other, whether it's a charge or a block. Driving is Boone. Up, blocked, but a foul called on Zarbernicki. He can't believe it. But that's a lot, pretty similar to the foul that was called on Boone in the first quarter, where he went up, got a lot of ball, but enough body to warrant the foul.
That's his third, too, so another big player for Wheatland that they're going to need to stop. Jaden Boone is starting to get into foul trouble as well.
Fortunately for Wheatland, it's just toward the end of the third quarter, so a little bit less time remaining, but you do bring up a good point. He's got to be careful as Boone knocks that first free throw in. When both Zarbernicki and Boone going at each other, trying to defend one another with 3 fouls each, could turn into an offensive show for the pair of them in this fourth quarter. Second free throw up and good for Boone as well. That'll push him to 11 points total on the contest.
Does look like they're bringing Jaden Boone out.
Yeah, they probably don't want him to pick up anything cheap on this last possession with just 20 seconds left here in the third quarter. Zarbernicki with it, drops it off now to Trey Vincent. 10 seconds on the clock. Mendez with it. He'll step back for three and bury it. Mendez with the cold-blooded three. What a shot. Beckner's with it. He's got 1.5 to hoist. Off the glass, no good. But Mendez with a beautiful step-back three to absolutely quiet this crowd and push Wheatland-Grinnell to the lead by 2. Well, Cale, we've got 1 quarter left. It's going to be a good one. Dropping down to the final 8 minutes. 2-point lead for Wheatland-Grinnell. We'll see how it turns out. You're watching Quinter Basketball, brought to you by Tiger Media Network.
Blue Stem Medical's primary care physicians, Dr. Michael Mackin, Dr. Doug Gruenbacher, Dr. Shelley Gruenbacher, Dr. Scott Rempel, Dr. Anna Rempel, and nurse practitioner Glenda Wheeler provide medical assistance for the entire family. Their amazing staff provides services for all ages, including OB, sick and well visits, televisits, physicals, immunizations, and minor procedures. Visit them at 501 Garfield Street in Quinter, or give them a call at 785-754-3333 to book your next appointment. Blue Stem Medical, delivering beneficial care for Northwest Kansas and a proud supporter of Bulldog Athletics.
Back to the doghouse. Russell Heitman joined in the broadcast booth by Cale Hargett. 2-point lead for Wheatland-Grinnell. What do you see happening here in the fourth quarter in this do-or-die time for both these teams?
Well, Wheatland's trying to respond quick and get them back on defense and trying just to hurry them, kind of like they did just right there, and it's been working for them.
Yeah, Havlis had a bunny there that he just couldn't get the drop. like you said, they're definitely Wheatland-Grinnell trying to speed up the Bulldogs. Could have been a nice fast break opportunity there for the Quinter Bulldogs had they been able to knock down the layup, but unable to do so. So after a scrum for a loose ball there, ball comes out to Wheatland-Grinnell. It's now 39-37, score we had at the end of the third. Ball goes inside there, number 23, Tyler Chapin. Nearly stolen away and taken by Gruenbacher. He's off and running, drives into contact, shoots it off glass, no good. Tried to get the foul call. However, the whistle was not blown. Back the other way, Jet Vincent, Zarbanicki for three, no good. And up a quest the other way, Johnson's up ahead. Boone decides to run, drops it down to Johnson, back out. Havlis decides not to shoot it. Gruenbacher does, and no good. Nice job there for Havlis to spin it over to Gruenbacher, who was wide open. Just could not connect on a really well done fast break. A foul called inside. They'll be on Havlis. Timeout called by Coach Christ, and Quinter will take it with them. 39-37 is your score, 6:38 remaining. Quinter, Wheatland-Grinnell, final minutes coming at you.
Helping you and your family achieve a healthy smile, Blackwood Family Dentistry is your full-service dental office. They've been serving the families of Western Kansas for over 17 years, providing all of your dental needs. Dr. Eric Blackwood and his staff provide excellent dental care to all ages, and they are now accepting new patients. So for your next dental visit, give Dr. Eric and the staff at Blackwood Family Dentistry a call at 785-754-2441 and let them help you obtain your perfect smile. Blackwood Family Dentistry, a proud supporter of Quinter Bulldog academics and athletics.
Kale, we talked about the consistency of Zarbanicki. He's got 12 points, 4 in each quarter. We've talked about Boone, who's been able to score pretty consistently across the board as well. But it's been the other players for the Quinter Bulldogs who stepped up in the third quarter. No scoring left so far in this fourth. So it'll be interesting to see what names, what faces are able to come out and provide those go-ahead points. Will it be the familiar faces, or will an unsung hero off the bench come in and prove to be the final spark needed to push one of these two teams over the top?
No, Preston's been looking pretty good from first half to second half. He's cooled off just a little bit off of the bench, but he's looked pretty well.
And so has Mendez, who cans another three. Yeah, as you mentioned, a couple of good looks for Havlis in this second half. As he skips it across the way, it'll be tipped out and remain with the Bulldogs. But even with his last couple of misses, he's still played a great game as Havlis. Again, those 14 first-half points. And if nothing else, even if he doesn't score the remainder of the way, getting the Bulldogs back in the game was a big deal with those 14 points. So that's a big deal for in and of itself. Foul called inside as Polifka was going to work. They'll get that whistle called on Tyrell Chapin.
Both teams very low fouls. Wheatland's starting to creep up there, starting to put teams into bonuses. You just don't want that late part of the game.
Yeah, especially in this fourth quarter when free throws could be a huge difference. Not a lot of foul calls in that third quarter either. We didn't see any team get in the bonus in the third quarter. So it'll be interesting to see as fouls perhaps continue, as another one will be called there on a great aggressive drive by Boone. And with Zarbanicki with the 3 fouls and the size advantage on Chapin, who they get that foul called on, that's what you like to see from Boone, being aggressive and taking it to the defense. Boone, who's made a living from the free throw line so far this evening, knocks another one in as Colin Thielen checks in for Polifka. You also see Nathan Volbrecht check back in for the Thunderhawks. So Boone with another free throw attempt here. That one crawls in too, so he's been perfect from the free throw line. A number of his points have come from the charity stripe this evening, but he's made his living there. 42-39, 3-point lead as Gruenbacher gives chase. Zarbanicki drives in, spins off, shoots up, no good, but a rebound pulled down by Vincent, and another foul will be called. We'll see if they get Thielen from behind or if they nail that one Well, they do get that one on Thielen. So from behind, they'll whistle on Colin Thielen, just his first. So it's a big sigh of relief for the Bulldog faithful. That could have been the fourth picked up on Boone, but nonetheless, if you get an offensive rebound there, you don't have to issue about the foul. First free throw crawls in there by Jet Vincent. That pushes the Grinnell lead now to 4. Second one in as well. Gruenbacher brings it across, trailing now by 5 and 44 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Boone going to work, drives on Zarbanicki, shoots up off glass, and a foul will be called. Looks like he's going to draw the fourth on Zarbanicki.
That is very big, because more than likely he might come out, and then who do they have to stop Jaden?
Yeah, it becomes a difficult scenario if you're Coach Bixman, because if you don't take him out as Boone knocks in the free throw, you know that he's going to have to play a little bit lesser defense. But if you replace him, you're losing his offensive productivity as well as putting a lesser defender perhaps on Boone, who's been great at driving the basketball as he makes another free throw. Looks like
they kept him in for the free throws, but...
Yeah, looks like Coach Bixman is going to roll the dice that they can maintain this lead. And honestly, I feel like what they're probably going to do defensively is they're not going to ask him to foul Boone when he drives, but they're going to tell him to be physical defensively, because the rest of these guys for Wheatland-Grinnell can afford to foul. You don't want to put Boone on the free throw line, though, because he's made all of his free throws, but you also don't want to risk fouling out one of your better players. Three-point shot there by Volbrecht, no good, but another offensive rebound. Those have been killer, but a turnover as they're unable to capitalize on it, so another near-missed opportunity. But Quinter has been fortunate. They've had a lot of offensive rebounds go away from them that have been corralled by Wheatland-Grinnell. They just haven't been burned as badly as they perhaps could be. So Gruenbacher has it, skips it over now to Johnson. Trailing by 3 are the Bulldogs with 5 remaining here in quarter number 4. Gruenbacher tees up a 3, leaves that one short, right into the hands of Boone, shoots it up off glass, no good. And they're going to get Thielen going up over the top. So another foul called on Colin Thielen. Just his second, so no real worries there, but the foul's also creeping for Quinter. Next one will put on Wheatland-Grinnell will put the bonus on for Quinter. A couple more before the bonus arrives for Wheatland-Grinnell. So offensively, can be a little more patient, can the Thunderhawks. Give it over to Volbrecht. Now top of the key, Jet Vincent. Again, patient and meticulous on offense. They're not going to take a shot unless they know it's the one they want. And when Mendez is shooting it, that's the one you want. He is cooking offensively here in this second half. He's got 12 in the second half alone and has been fantastic from downtown. Johnson, far side. They go into Boone, stripped away, but a foul called.
That's going to put him in the bonus as well.
And that's big, especially to get Boone to be the one shooting free throws, as he has yet to miss on the night. I take no responsibility if the commentator curse causes him to miss. We don't have to worry about it. He knocks the first one in. So Boone at the free throw line is keeping the Bulldogs close, and it's been his aggressive takes. He hasn't scored from the field in this fourth quarter, but he's gotten everything from the free throw line, which has been imperative as he knocks another one in. A timeout called by Coach Christ. It'll keep it here. It's just a 30-second timeout. So it's just a 4-point deficit for Quinter. Zarbanicki's not on the floor, although it looks like he's going to check back in. So this offensive possession for Wheatland-Grinnell and defensive possession, conversely, for Quinter is very important. What do you see happening from both sides?
Well, they just been trying to slow down Jaden, and it's not been working, and that's what's Quinter's key, is slowly crawling into this game. But Wheatland's did a great job on the offensive side, just knocking down those threes, while also just taking a little bit of time off of the clock every single possession that they have.
They've been very meticulous in their offense. They're choosing the shots they want, which, as Mendez took that last one, it was slightly contested, but as hot as he's been in the second half, You got to live with that if you're the Wheatland-Grinnell Thunderhawks. But now that Zarbanicki's back in, you got to think he's going to play a focal point here and maybe try to draw some fouls inside also to try to squeak into getting Wheatland-Grinnell into the bonus.
Looks like Quinter's going to come out in a box and one with Tyler just chasing Isaac Mendez.
And that can be a good thing or a negative thing depending on how the rest of your defenders operate, as Jet Vincent was able to knock in a shot there. Boone gets underneath and he scores it, and Zarbanicki, all he can do is straight up. So that substitution to put him in offensively might have been a benefit for the Thunderhawks, but defensively that makes it a liability. He can't foul out. As Vincent bangs another three, Jet Vincent comes on strong here in the fourth quarter, and he pushes the lead now to 7 after back-to-back buckets from Vincent. Johnson for 3. He tries to answer back, unable to do so, gives chase to the rebound, can't corral it, and this is an imperative defensive possession now for Quinter, as their lead, or their trailing is now to 7, which is the largest it's been since the first quarter. Great cut though, backdoor, but missing the layup was Trey Vincent.
That's a mistake that you can't just have. It just rolls off of his fingers. And a very big possession right there where Wheatland could really make a big lead. Jaden just rolls off of his fingers.
Yeah, they got the lucky stop on the missed layup, but the ball rolls out. And in a miscommunication, they leave Jet Vincent wide open from the exact same spot, and he bangs home another one. That gives him 10 fourth-quarter points. And what a miscommunication to leave him open. That is such a killer. Johnson answers back, and that stops the bleeding. Very much needed 3 there for the Bulldogs, but the lead had crept to 10. That gets them back to 7. Mendez drives in, gives it back. 3-point by Trey Vincent. That's no good. But they're going to get a foul called underneath, and that's another fortunate whistle in favor of the Bulldogs, as it looks like it'll send Jaden, the correction, there won't be free throws because it was an offensive foul. But still, nonetheless, that gets a 4th foul on Jet Vincent, which you can't imagine he's going to come out. But it puts one more opportunity to foul him out, and he's been hot.
That is a big foul with 2 great Wheatland players in foul trouble.
We'll see if the Bulldogs can take advantage. Looks like they're trying to double. Should have been a kicked ball there. Looks like they go inside to Jaden, spins in, shoots up, and scores it again. Jaden Boone relentlessly attacking, and now he's got 10 fourth-quarter points. Back the other way, 5-point deficit, 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. Trey Vincent shoots, fouled. Gruenbacher probably didn't need to poke at that one, but he'll send the older Vincent to the free throw line for a pair.
Only his first, and that will be the 5th foul, team foul for Quinter.
So decent position from a foul standpoint for Quinter to be in. If they play straight up defense and foul again, that's not going to put him in the bonus. But if it gets to the point where they have to start fouling, as he goes 1 for 2 from the free throw line, they're only 1 away. They don't have to burn 3 or 4 fouls to get caught up. So if they play solid defense and don't pick up any extras, they'll be in a pretty solid spot. Offensively, though, where the work needs to be done for the Bulldogs is they trail by 6 with under 2 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Bridges to Gruenbacher. He drives, steps in, dumps it down to Boone, shoots up off the glass. No good. He had a great look at it, just put a little bit too much on it. So back comes Mendez, and he's going to have a timeout called by his head coach. Keeps it at a 30-second timeout, and that's tough. You got to love the opportunity. And driving down in there for the Bulldogs, they had a good look, decided to dish it off to Boone, the hot hand, but he just missed it. And now coming back the other way, they've got to play defense now and try to get a stop.
Might have just been he heard footsteps coming and just put a little bit too much on it. That's a big reason why coaches really tell you to play until that ball goes through the net.
Right, indeed. And he's been fantastic this fourth quarter, like we mentioned. Jaden Boone with 10 fourth-quarter points. Gives him 21 total for the game. But, yeah, missing that one's tough. So a big defensive possession here as the ball was dropped to be thrown in. If the Bulldogs could apply a pressure, they might get a 5-second call tipped out there by Boone. It will remain, though, with Wheatland-Grinnell.
We did see that early in the year when they played, I believe, Western Plains or Golden Plains, one of the two, and it resulted in an easy bucket for the Bulldogs.
Stolen away by Boone. Great job there by Jaden to take the steal. Goes behind the back, pushes the length of the fort, steps through, and an offensive foul. That's a tough one. It did look like Stroop was in position. If Boone can come to a jump stop a half second early, floated up, he's got it. Took it in just a bit too far and gets his 4th foul. Fortunately, he doesn't foul him out, but that's a tough one.
Yes, it will, and the next foul will put them in the bonus as well. Wouldn't have been free throws there for an offensive foul, but
still, it would get you in that position.
yes, it would.
6-point lead for Wheatland-Grinnell. Stolen away by Gruenbacher. He takes the pocket from Mendez, shoots it up, then misses. It looks like he was trying to draw the foul instead of just follow through. Instead, a 3 pulled by Vincent. He misses. Rebound pulled by Jet. He shoots and scores. Probably not the smartest shot from Trey Vincent, but Jet Vincent cleans up the mess regardless.
You're getting such good looks, just getting rushed, and that's what they want if you're Wheatland, but not what you want if you're Quinter.
Another 2-point shot in there by Jaden Boone. Calls timeout, do the Bulldogs. That'll be a full timeout, so we'll quickly step aside. Exciting finish coming. 6-point lead, 58-52. Who will take it? We'll find out shortly.
GG&T Cattle Company, owned and operated by Gary and Cindy Worth, Garrett and Crystal Worth, and Reed and Jessica Worth, is the place to go for all your cattle needs. They're the operators of a 4th-generation seed stock operation specializing in Solaires, Angus, and Optimizer registered cattle. Calving ease, maternal growth, and carcass genetics are also services they perform. Be sure to join them February 25th for their annual bull sale. Call them at 785-769-5325. GG&T Cattle, proudly supporting Quinter Athletics.
Back inside the dog house, Russell Heitman and Cale Hargett. We've got a good one. 58-52, Wheatland-Grinnell leads Quinter. Just 40 seconds left in the game. Opportunities abound so far in this 4th quarter to try to come back for Quinter. They just haven't been able to climb over the hump.
Yes, they have just 2 from Eli and 1 just recently from Jaden Boone. You make all of those, it's a completely different game and a tie game.
That's very right indeed. 2 fast break layups by Gruenbacher and great steals to set those up as the Bulldogs try to apply some pressure here. Get up the full side, and it looks like they break it down with ease. Zarbernicki will lay it up, and that is tough. As Trevor Zarbernicki lays it up, pushes the lead to 8. Boone's going to have a 3 here. This would be big, and it is good.
Yes.
Jaden Boone knocks it in.
They get a trap here quickly, you might have a chance.
And a timeout called. Kind of the wrong time. Coach Bixaman is laughing with the official. He wanted the timeout before it was thrown in. Then they finally got it in, and he calls it. But 20 seconds on the clock, 5 seconds, or 5-point deficit. We'll keep it here. And, yeah, that's a big 3 for Jaden Boone. But it's tough because it came right after a breakdown on the press. So now with just that 20 seconds left, you really can only go for a steal immediately. Otherwise, you have to foul. But if there's any positive on that offensive foul was earlier, they're in the bonus now, so they don't have to make up for that extra foul. They can just foul pretty shortly after. But how quickly do you wait after going for the steal before they start fouling with just 20 seconds left?
I don't think you wait any time. I mean, get the ball in, maybe try a trap. At most, I'd say as soon as he gets that second kick out, it's time to foul because 20 seconds is not a lot of time to get up and down the court. Especially with the free throw shooting that
the Western Wheatland-Grinnell, have been able to do. They haven't shot a ton of them here in the second quarter. They've missed, or in the second half, they've missed a few. But yeah, if they don't get a trap immediately, they're going to have to foul and hope that the free throws do not fall. And then on the offensive side, Quinter's got to be quick. You don't necessarily have to go for a 3 right away. If there's a layup available, you take it, but you got to get a shot made, and that's going to be important. Ball trying to go in. They throw it up ahead. It's Trey Vincent, leaves it off, shot up, and good. A really rushed and probably not a great decision by Volbrecht, but he scores it anyway, and that might be the dagger. Just 8 seconds left. Boone will try another 3, no good. Rebound pulled down by Volbrecht. They give chase, and a foul called, but that's going to be a little bit too little, too late. And that's one, I think, when Wheatland-Grinnell goes back and watches the film, that's one of those, no, okay, good shots. Because if he misses that completely changes the complexion of the game. But a big-time shot by the sophomore Volbrecht, and he's got a chance to ice it here from the free throw line. So Volbrecht will have a pair here, can all but ice it. Misses the first, rebound pulled down. The clock will tip away, and the final score will buzz at 62-55. The rematch lives up to the hype, although two very different games. The first, 35-31, low-scoring, ugly, brutal basketball, whereas this one, a beauty of a game, 62-55. A 10-point lead early in the first quarter for Wheatland-Grinnell. Then it was the Preston Havlis show in the second quarter. Scored 8 points in the second after 6 in the first. Got the game to be close at half. Back and forth in the third, but down the stretch, just costly mistakes and missed layups proved to be too much for the Quinter Bulldogs to overcome.
Yes, it is, and it's going to be one of those things that Coach Chris is going to hold on to, is just making your layups and playing a smart game.
I'm sure those will be definite points of emphasis in practice going forward. But speaking of going forward, what's on the docket for Quinter looking ahead? The season's winding down. What can fans expect as they get close to the end of the season?
Well, Snowball is Friday, and that is a big game for these Quinter people. It's almost like a homecoming of basketball. So they're definitely going to be trying to bring their A game at that game Friday. And if they could get back into the win column, I think they could make a good run towards the late part of the season.
Yes, they will have an opportunity, and we will be back for those games. Tiger Media Network will be broadcasting both the girls and boys games here from Quinter High School. 6 o'clock tip-off for the girls on Friday, and a 7:30 roughly tip for the boys. Well, Kale, I really appreciate you jumping on tonight. You provided some great insight, and we hope to have you on again in the future. If you'll be around Friday, we'd love to have you on.
Thanks for having me.
But as we sign off here tonight, I've been Russell Heitman alongside Cale Hargett. 62-55, Wheatland-Grinnell takes game 2 of the rematch, sweeping so far the season series with the Bulldogs. A great matchup. We'll look forward to more great basketball here on the Tiger Media Network's broadcast. But until then, so long, and we'll see you Friday.